Never say never. Never say never. Rap fucks, putrid, never say never. Not too fucking clever. I'll pull the fucking lever. If you got problems, bottle don't solve them. Any problems, be a man, solve them. Look at the weather, better stay together. Camaraderie, solidarity, life don't last forever. Gotta make the best of the bad situation, and except for female penetration. If you're fucking faking, I'm gonna be blatant. Fuck the fucking bacon. If they're fucking waiting, how come you always latent? The fucking cheese and wine route. I think you're fucking taking. Stop your perpetrating. You believe your own lies and stop lying, stop telling. Go back to 7-Eleven. Stop fucking rebelling. Get out of the business. You know fucking legit, miss. If you didn't live it, you can't fucking spin it. Stop being fake. Cement shoes in the fucking lake. Boston like assassins. Fuck with us. Fatal attractions. New York Cali. Gotta live with it. Watch the Metropolitan. We're on again. Bobby Nizzo, Lebanon, Don Sherm, Dickie Scans, get on the mic and tell them we don't like them. Never say never. Ambitious, bad decisions, many incisions, ultimate visions. Stop your bitches, stop your snitching. I'm like Grandizer, I'm much fucking wiser.
It ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. It ain't going down like that.
I was out to be surrounded by clout sound, the VOLUME. I was bound to be palms together, I swear. The Shakespeare of pure hip-hop poetry. If my face wasn't on the cover, who would believe it is me? Picture being able to topple a rhyme, deking my opponents as I climb, dealing with this industry slime, finding my rock mind and losing it to this clock flying. Don't put a period at the end of my rhyme. My conversation is an exclamation funnel in time. If I pummel, it's not over. If I get pummeled, I'll do a chin up and never roll over. I'm in an all-terrain territory. I sever the axe, never say never. I'm too clever. In fact, I'll wrap it up and keep it all intact. Crack leather to smooth silk, I'm always bringing it back. Shackled me to my raps, never say never.
It ain't happening, it ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. It ain't going down like that.
Till I got blisters, hard beef, guard whispers. Never got girls, I ain't got sisters. The block got sniffers calling the cell. Some calling it fun, but I'm calling it hell. Eating is decreasing, credits no leasing. Everyone I'm talking to don't wanna listen. I just wanna glisten, I'm calling it quits. Move from home to home like all over twists. Fuck North Pine Street, I just wanna find trees. Smoke with a dime piece and fuck when we Chinese. They see me on the block, they know I don't play. Plus I'm chasing that cheesy cheese every day. I'm not gonna trip out, but when the night flip out. But if one of y'all said it, I will let this clip out and pop at your brain. I'm hot in the rain, since chopping the cane, yo, I've not been the same.
It ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. Nah, that ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't going down. It ain't going down like that.
It ain't happening. It ain't going down like that. Bosses like that, you bitches. Lebanon, sure. God bless you. Take the skills that you know. Come on.
Where's the fucking time go? Holy shit. Where's the time go? 06:08. Good morning, people. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever the hell you are on this planet. We got Pyfer versus Hermansson.
Should be interesting. Should be interesting. Should be interesting. Let me see here. Go. Digital, digital, digital. Tapped in. Unlocked in. Locked and loaded. Yo. Here we go. The more you do this, the more it gets easier and easier. Okay. There we go. Look at this works. Oh. I think that's it. Let me see if it's working. Yes, it is. I think. Yeah, it's working. Outstanding. I want to make sure this works at all times. Okay, Danielle Marcos on the preliminary prelims off. Danielle Marcos versus Ayorok Galeng, the Mongolian murderer. I like this guy, but it seems like every time I take him, yeah, he's good though. Gets better and better from what I could see. I don't know. When I could tell, he gets better. But I like this kid right here. He uses those knees, uses the 8 limbs. And I'm going to go with my man Marcos here. I've already had him picked. Got my research. A lot of hard picks on this card. 50-50 picks, you know what I mean? If it wasn't like that, it would suck, you know what I mean? It would really suck. Boxing's pretty easy to pick for me. UFC isn't that hard for me, but it's harder than boxing because you just never know what mixed martial artists. You just never know. You don't know what they're going through. Just don't know. But the Mongolian murderer, I'd like to see you go on a run plus 220. For all you fucking degenerate gamblers out there, I don't think it would be bad to throw a couple bucks on this kid. Daniel Marcos, round 2 KO. I think they're just gonna go at it. They're gonna go at it. Could be a really good fight, actually. Haider Amel versus Fernie Garcia. I like Garcia in this one. Minus 195 from Mexico. Nacional Mexico. Mexican. Viva Mexico. And fighting out of Dallas, Texas. Fort Worth, Texas. Dallas. I like Texas. Let me see. What do I got here? I think I took Garcia here. Even with these, the only reason is because they're all decisions, We know the judges don't have it easy. They don't have I'm going to go to bat for some of these judges because they don't have a monitor in front of them. They can't replay. They can't do none of that. None of it. You know what I mean? They don't have none of it. The commentators do, but the judges don't have it. Does that even make sense? One says they're the best promotion, they're this, they're that. You know what? Well, I could give you a couple areas where you're not. All right? Give your freaking judges a good freaking line of vision, and because you can't, it's very hard to see through the cage, right? It's very hard to see, certain, BJJ moves, clinches, all kinds of things. There's just certain things they're blinded by. They can't see it. You give them a better spot, some monitors and some, playbacks, and get it right. You know what I mean? For the fighters' sake, because they're the ones that have to train. It's not the judges. It's not the promoters. It's not none of them. These guys are fighting. No one else. These guys are entertaining us. These guys are putting it all on the line. You know what I mean? All on the line. I hope my boy Travis Demko the Outlaw won tonight. I hope he fucking kicks some fucking ass tonight. I'll find out a little while, or find out in the morning. Well, it is the morning. My son's sick today. He's got the flu. He looks better though. He doesn't have a fever no more, which is good. But this is what happens when you have kids, people. You have responsibility. My kids and my wife come before anybody. Just the way it is. When you have wife and kids, you'll understand. My mother used to always tell me that too. When you have kids, you'll understand. She was right. She was right. Ma, I love you, Ma. And Claudio, love you, buddy. Let me see. A meal. I thought I had a meal on this one, but you know what? I'm gonna go with my man. I'm gonna go with my Mexican compadre. Yeah, this kid's a pretty tough kid right here, though. I actually like this kid. This kid's a tough kid. Hurricane, great name. I mean, you seen the movie The Hurricane? True story and everything. Really good movie. Really heartbreaking movie, actually. It's amazing what these fucking people that never had no power in their life had their milk money taken when they were in school. Once they get a little power, forget about it, man. Forget about it. Never even been in a fucking fight. I don't fucking get it, but it's all good. It's all good. In the end, the truth always comes out. Or it doesn't. I got Garcia in a decision here, minus 195, plus 165 for Amil. I kind of like this pick right here. This is like underdog city, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. But I'm not. I don't know, man. I pick a lot of fucking underdogs, and a lot of underdogs hit. Gotta make up for last week. I did my fucking research. Even last week I did my research. It doesn't matter. It's just like you never know MMA. You just never know. You never know. Third fight on the prelim, Zach Puega versus Bogdan Guskov. Yeah, Guskov. I like Zach Puega, the High Chief. I like that AKA too. Only thing is, that was a tough fight for this. That was a tough fight for both of you guys, actually. That could have won either way, actually. I thought. You know what I mean? But that's why I wait till Sundays to do post fights, because you're emotionally invested in the fights that night. You know what I mean? So I give it a, wake up, watch the fights again, and then, the fights that I'm questioning or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, he lost to Usman's brother. Or a left hook from hell. Jordan Wright. Beat Jordan Wright. Cage Warriors. Yeah, kid's coming up, man. You never know. But I like this man right here from Uzbekistan. I like it. Volkan Ozdemir I mean, he's a hard fight for anybody. He's a hard fight for anybody. And this is a pretty even fight here. The odds fucking pretty much say it all. Minus 120 for Puega. I like plus 100. I like Guskov. I like the underdog city here. I'm gonna stick with my picks because I think it's gonna be a quick fight. Actually, you know what? This is one I was thinking about for a couple of days now. I'm like, you know what? I don't know if it's gonna be quick. Sometimes lightweights, light heavyweights, and heavyweights. Sometimes it just goes slow, and you think there's gonna be a knockout, and they're connecting with punches. I'm like, damn man, if I'm connecting with these punches, I know everyone's, I'm not a couch warrior. I've actually fought in my life. You know what I mean? So yeah, everything I hit fucking goes to sleep. Either that, definitely discombobulated. And Puega got some good hands. I just think, honestly, I think there's going to be a TKO on the ground. That's what I believe. We'll see what happens. It's a gut feeling. So Guskov, plus 100. Minus 120 for Zach Puega. Let's see what happens. Not a bad card at all. Then we got 298, 299, 300 coming. Oh, man, that's going to be great. But these are great, too. I like fight nights, too. Always have. Let me see. Jeremiah Wells versus Max Griffin. I got Jeremiah Wells here. Doesn't do great on the ground. But he's got some pretty good ones. Yeah, Semi the Jedi. Court McGee. Any Al's I know, always tough fucking people. Always been tough people. Good Portuguese name. There was a reason I was, I like anyone that fights out of Philly, honestly. Most guys that fight out of Philly got good hands. I know it's MMA. I know it's mixed martial arts, but all fights start on the feet. Lost to Neil Magny, Max Griffin, Michael Morales, 7 months ago. Tim Means, he beat 1 year, 3 months ago. Neil Magny, 25-8. Neil Magny, Carlos Condit, a savage. He's a savage. Keenan Song. He's beaten some good guys, but so has Wells, Alves, Mathia, Claude McGee, Smellensberger, lost to Carlston Harris, submission anaconda choke. Remember this fight. Yeah, you got to work on your freaking weaknesses, mixed martial artists. Honestly, Wells, I'm gonna go with you, brother. I hope you fucking don't let us down. Minus 150, plus 125 for the man out of Sacramento, fighting out of Sacramento, California. I'm going with the Northeast Beast, the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, right on the East Coast, right on the water. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are like so far away from each other. A big state, But Philly is more the Northeast. It definitely is the Northeast. And yes, non-biased, but I definitely root for the Northeast Beast. Always. But my favorite fucking mixed martial artist is from fucking New Mexico, right? But he's actually born in upstate New York, so grew up there. So light this up. Need to relax. Yeah, so Wells. Look at this fight. Devin Clark versus Machin Prachnio. Let's see what happens. King Samoan, the Tuna Tickler. So, Granite, just stop by real quick to give you a thumbs up. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. Hope everything's going well with you, brother. As this card's like it's a hard card to pick, you know what I mean? Like 50-50 fights, a lot of them, but still good fights all together, and they just get better and better every card, you know what I mean? We're gonna be good. I seen John Jones tackling someone fucking earlier today. I'm like, healing up pretty good. I guess he was off at Stipe at UFC 300. I don't know. I wouldn't want to fucking ruin my GOAT status either if I just had surgery and shit. You know what I mean? I'd want to take a couple more months or whatever. I mean, we'll see him fight this year, and I guarantee he fights Aspinall too. I guarantee he does. Anybody that gets him up to train hard and everything, I don't need someone to get me up to train. I get up and train hard anyways. But I understand where he's coming from. I get it. Like Marvin Hagler. I know I've said this a million times, but I'll say it a million more fucking times. He's right. Rest in peace, marvelous Marvin Hagler. He used to say all the time, it's hard to get out of silk sheets when you got a couple million in the bank at 4 a.m. and go running. And he's right. He's right. I think people just get, I don't know, they believe their own hype or whatever the fucking case may be. Or they get a little too comfortable or they get a little too civilized. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of fighters come from, the hood like I do. No silver spoon in our fucking mouth. Never had a silver spoon in my mouth. Like when I hear this white privilege shit, I'm like, what? Because, but then again, they're definitely onto something because there are some white people that think their fucking shit don't stink, and it's really fucking horrible. It's very horrible to think that, like, honestly, that you're better than someone else. Like, honestly, because I can fucking test that theory really fucking quick. I can fucking show you that you're not right about that. I can almost guarantee it. Actually, I can guarantee that. There's good people in every color, good people in every fucking culture, and there's shitbags in every color and every culture. Once people realize that and just get some common sense in their head, just common sense. That's all it is, common sense. Trust me, there's great people in every color and every culture. Trust me, I've been in the worst fucking places that you could be where they could put you, for fucking up. Not their fault, my own fucking fault. That's why I don't go to A and NA, and I'm not against it at all. I'm not against A or NA. I'm not against people going there to stay sober. Good for them. You know what I mean? That's what it takes for you. I don't want no sympathy for shit I did to myself. That's all I'm saying. I'm just being a man about it. That's all. And I'm not saying you're not being a man, going to fucking A, not at all. Because if it keeps you sober, good for you. See this right here? I smoke weed. So people say, you're not sober. Yeah, I am sober. Because I used to party like a fucking rock star. I haven't had a hangover in 3 years. From booze, cocaine, fucking, Jesus, what else? Booze and cocaine. I was basically it, drinking, weekend warrior shit. You know what I mean? But no, I haven't had a hangover in 23 years, and that's by myself. And I got six years coming up. March 8th will be 6 years off all the pain meds I was prescribed, the breakthrough pain meds I was prescribed, the Xanax I was prescribed, all of it. I'm fucking very grateful. And that's just a self-respect thing with me, man. I felt better and better and better every day I was off them. I'm like, you know what? 16, 17 years on these fucking things, I feel so much better. And then I see people I haven't seen in a while that I respect. I seen a guy the other night, like last week, I see him like 5 in the morning right after I got done training, you know. He's like, Jesus Christ, Bobby, you look fucking great, man. Like you're 18 again. It's good to hear that shit, you know what I mean? But he's like, damn, like, cause you know, giving each other a bear hug, you know what I mean? And he's like, Jesus Christ, you're always a big fucking kid, but Jesus Christ, you're shredded, dude. I go, yeah, that's why you see me pouring sweat right now, right? This is like I was at 7-Eleven at like 5:30, 5:45 in the morning or something. He's like, Jesus Christ, Robbie, you look fucking great. When someone like a guy like that I respect says that, I already know, you know, obviously training's gonna make you look better. You know what I mean? But it's on the insides, you know, your organs and stuff. That's the main fucking thing. That's the main thing. Get a fucking physical every year. Get blood work done every year. Just once a year. You know, you don't go a little crazy. Just get a primary care physician and just get a physical every year. And if they're telling you how to eat and they look out of shape and shit, and you know, there are good doctors out there. Trust me, there's really great doctors like Anthony Jabra. I give him a shout out a lot because you know, when I fell on my head, he fucking, you know, gave my wife 50-50 chance I'd make it. You know what I mean? After the surgery, you know, I could die through the surgery, whatever. Right? He had to stop the bleeding inside my brain, so he had to cut my head open, pull the skull back, and stop the bleeding inside. And you know, I was very lucky. Very lucky. But I'm like he said, you know, you fought to live. He said, what else did he say? He said, you had a lot of people looking out for you upstairs, you know, and you had a lot of people praying for you, you know what I mean? So he goes, I gave it my best. And from what I hear, this guy's like the best fucking trauma surgeon on the East Coast. And that comes from my mother-in-law, who was telling my wife this when I was, you know, in the coma and everything. And you know, when I was right before I was about to, or while I was being operated on, whatever it was. My mother-in-law's friend worked for this guy, I guess, as a secretary or something, and said he's like the best trauma surgeon on the planet. So, and it doesn't hurt that I'm in Boston, you know what I mean? This is like the best fucking place for medical in the world. You know what I mean? Like, some of the best doctors come out of Boston, you know, like most do, actually. Other than like India and other, you know, really good countries that, you know, a lot of education, you know. Yeah, that's not for me being a doctor. No thanks. All right, Devin Clark. Marcin Prachnio. Sorry if I'm hacking your last name, brother. I got Prachnio in this one. Minus 240 for the Brown Bear, Devin Clark. I don't know. Yeah, I remember this fight. Let's go. I mean, this kid can fight too. This is the thing about this guy. Just I don't fucking get it, man. Work on your ground game, brother. I think that's all you got to do. Devin Clark, just work on your ground game and work on the things you're not the best at. That's all. Just put a little work into those every week. You know, before you know it, you'll be right up there with other you know, ground guys and, you know, wrestlers and stuff like that. I would definitely say wrestling and boxing are the two disciplines most important, and BJJ obviously. But I'm saying if you want, like, you know, discipline and, you know, sacrifice and all that shit, well, this is, you know, boxing is just as good as wrestling. I don't care what anyone fucking says. You go in there and fucking train boxing and you think you're in shape, you go in there, then you find out you're not really in that good of shape. That happened to me fucking, like, I don't know, a long time ago. Jesus Christ, like, I don't know, early 90s. But I was in good shape, don't get me wrong. But boxing shape it's a totally different thing. Fight shape, I mean, you know what I mean? It's a totally different thing. Anyone can lift weights and look tough and look big, all that shit, right? But I'm gonna be, like, brutally honest, I don't know any other way. Oh, excuse my language. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, you could think you're in good shape. That's why I always tell people, run. Make sure you run. Make sure you do your cardio. Make sure you do your endurance, endurance training. When you see me doing quadruple sets, that's what it's for, endurance. Get to a gym and you'll find out I'm right. You know what I mean? Go wrestle with fucking high school and college guys, that been doing it their whole fucking life, since they were young. I've seen fucking middleweights make fucking heavyweights look silly in the ring. You know what I mean? Honestly, really humble them. Only time I was humble was like just being tired one time. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm just being totally honest. And yeah, it'll definitely open your eyes to like, okay, this ain't a street fight. This is like a marathon type thing. You know what I mean? Street fights are usually most times are over with really quick. You know what I mean? Most of mine were anyways. I don't know. Like everybody's different. You know what I mean? It all depends. You know what I mean? And it all depends. You just want to hurry up and get the fuck out of there before the cops come. You know what I mean? So that was a long time ago too. I don't really put myself in those positions. You know what I mean? I'm not at fucking a bar right now. You know what I mean? It's just nothing happens good after 11 o'clock at night. Nothing great. Don't get me wrong. I've had a lot of great times. You know what I mean? Fucking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Don't get me wrong. I've had a lot of great times. I'm just saying, for the most part, good things do not happen at the fucking last call. I'm just being honest. I got Prashnio here, plus 195. Yeah, both these guys have problems with BJJ. Black belts and shit. Yeah, I don't like the inconsistency, but like I said, like MMA is just it's not as easy as people think it is. You just don't know what these guys are going through. You have no idea. None of us do. Yeah, Travis Demko, don't worry about it, brother. Like, you don't have to thank me for amping you up today, brother. Like, I wish I could make it to like a lot of your fights, brother. It's just like when you have a wife and kids, it's a whole different fucking thing, dude. It's like, work or whatever, and I have to, watch the kid, whatever. Even though my son's 18, right? It doesn't matter. Like, I'm not gonna give him a chance to hang himself. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? I don't mean like literally hang himself. I mean get in trouble. You know what I mean? But my daughter's doing fucking great right now. 10 years out of UMass JFK. My son's in fucking Suffolk University doing great. His first year, loves it. You know what I mean? See, I was never a college guy or anything, even though I got a college associate's degree in business management. I think higher learning is good. Don't get me wrong. But any learning is good. You know what I mean? But me, myself, I'm a businessman regardless since I was a young kid. So they ain't going to be able to teach me anything. And they really couldn't teach me anything, even in business management. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? I know fucking like no bullshit. I knew fucking at least 90% of the curriculum, at least. Only thing you got to learn about is LLCs and stuff like that. It's very simple. It's just putting in the work. Anything you do in life, it's just putting in the work. Being comfortable in an uncomfortable place where it actually becomes comfortable, It's very simple. Yeah, I got the plus 195 with the underdog here. Devin Clark is fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, huh? You know what? I still like Prashnio. Sorry if I'm hacking your name, dude. I thought that's the way it's fucking pronounced. And yes, I do practice it 50 fucking times. Like when a name I have a problem with, it's like, okay, I'll do it like 25, 30, 40, 50 times sometimes. You know what I mean? But, and you should remember it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just so many fights. You know what I mean? So many fights I watch every week. So many. It's hard to get all their names right. And people say I never make a mistake. I know. Listen, you're making mistakes. Trust me. No, I lead. I don't follow either. So some people just follow and they think they got it right, and then they find out that person fucking wasn't right in the first place. You were following, and you were saying his name fucking wrong, right? All I'm saying is, if I do got it wrong, right, I apologize if I got your name wrong. That's the least I could do, you know, because I do respect the fighters. Anyone jumps in the octagon or a ring or anywhere, I respect them. You know what I mean? Because it does take a lot of balls. It takes a lot of balls to get in there. Anyone could talk shit from the couch, wherever the fuck they're sitting and watching fights. If they never fought in their life and they want to pass judgment on these guys, like, good luck with that. You're fucking just being a hypocrite. You're being a fucking clown. And good luck with that. Ain't going to get you far in life. I guarantee it won't. I'd say a decision on this. I would like to see, a KO. I don't think it's going to happen. But it very well could, right? We all know this, right? Light heavyweight, basically heavyweight. You know what? I'm going to go with a KO too. A TKO or a KO, I'm going to go 3 rounds. I think this is going to be a good fight. I really believe this is going to be a good fight. Prachnio. Loma Lukbumi versus Bruna, Brazil. We got Brazil in this one. Even though Loma, really tough right there. Tiger Muay Thai. I'm pretty sure she trains out of Tiger Muay Thai. Yeah. No. Bang Tao Muay Thai and MMA. She used to train out of Tiger Muay Thai. I'm sure she's trained there before. I'm sure she still trains there off and on. You know what I mean? It's good to spar with fucking, other people that you haven't been sparring with. You're sparring with the same people all the time. It's good to go challenge yourself versus some better people. You know what I mean? It's always good to train with better people. Iron sharpens iron, and pressure creates diamonds. You know what I mean? It's just, you really are who you spar with. You really are who you train with. You really are who you fight. If you're fighting a bunch of savages, well, fighting a guy that ain't a savage or a woman that ain't a savage, right? Well, it's going to be a lot easier for you. But never take anyone, don't judge a book by its cover, because you don't know. The special one, I got this. I got faith in the special one in this fight here. 9-3-1, 4-1 in the last 5, 4-1 in the last 5 for Loma too. I like these Thailand fucking people, man. I don't care, woman or man, right? The women go at it. They fucking go at it. Watch One Championship on fucking Friday mornings. Incredible. I fucking love Muay Thai. I love Muay Thai. It's so fucking they got the warrior spirit, man. They do not fucking give up unless they get their lights fucking put out. Yeah, it's just insane. Chatri, just keep it going. Keep One Championship going. You ain't gonna lose a lot of us as fans, like on Friday mornings or whatever. Like, even if we can't watch it on Friday mornings, I'm gonna watch it on Friday night. You know what? You're always gonna get the views. So plus 235 for Brazil here, Bruno Brazil, and minus 290 for the lady from Thailand. I don't know, man. Like, you know what? Loma is not a bad pick here. Obviously, in the top 20, right? 18th. But for some reason, I just I like the reach. I like the height. Yeah, I'm going with Brazil here. I've already had it here, and I'm going to go with a decision, because most fights end up being decisions, and I don't pick enough decisions. Brazil. Okay. Timothy Wumba versus Bolaji Okai. Okai, I got Okai in this. The Zulu Warrior versus Twilight. My daughter used to watch that fucking show Twilight back in the days when she was, younger. Like 15, 14, 16, whatever, yeah. She'll be fucking 30 in October. It's like, where the fuck does the time go? Honestly, I just turned 53 in January 7th. I feel like I'm fucking 33. Like, no bullshit. Like, mind-wise and, I don't know, physically, other than my injuries, you know what I mean? Other than my injuries, I feel fucking good. But I am in a lot of pain every day. I don't cry about it. This helps me. This is the only thing that helps me is the grass. It's the only thing. I definitely don't want painkillers. You know what I mean? That's the last thing I want. You couldn't pay me enough. It's just like cocaine. You couldn't pay me enough money to sniff a line of coke or do fucking opiates or anything like that. No, thank you. No, thank you. But I definitely understand why it's so fucking rampant and why so many people feel hopeless out there. You're not going to feel it every day, but you are getting better every day, believe it or not. And over time, after a month, you'll notice you're feeling better, after like 2 months, yeah, it sucks. You don't sleep that good. You don't fucking all that shit, right? But it's worth coming off. If I could deal with the pain I deal with every day, I have a fucked up mindset. Like I have a fucking savage mind. No, like I definitely have a lot of discipline and I sacrifice a lot, right? But even if you don't, right, you can start to learn to do that. You know what I mean? And it's only going to better you. You know what I mean? You're only going to better yourself. Here's the thing about this fight here. 155, 156, okay? It's a lightweight versus a featherweight. That's the reason I got Okai. Lightweight, featherweight moving up. And Timothy Twilight Kwamba. Like sometimes this works, sometimes this doesn't work. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna stick with my pick. 2-inch reach advantage and 1-inch taller. I really don't think height matters anyways. Length matters as long as you know how to use it. You know what I mean? Like reach matters as long as you can't teach reach, right? The old saying. But if you can't use it, if you're not fighting smart, right? Well, that's on you. But both of these guys are 5-0 in their last 5 fights. And I just think this kid right here is a legendary fighter waiting to happen. Look at all these KOs. I mean, got a few decisions in there too, but 3 KOs out of his last 5. And then we got a head kick and punches. Tough enough. Contender, remember that. KO. So he's got KO. He's got some heavy hands. So both of these guys are fucking tough. This is a tough fight to pick right here. But I'm gonna go with the man from Belgium, the Zulu Warrior, and I'm gonna go with the reach. Yep, 8-1 and 8-1. So they both got a lot to gain here. And really don't got much to lose, really, because their records are good enough where, if they do lose, maybe they'll learn something from it. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you, Kwamba is a fucking big lightweight. He's a big featherweight, but he's pretty big for a fucking lightweight. And so is Oki. I like this kid Oki, though, for some reason. Minus 175, plus 145. Oki's minus 175. And plus 145 for Kwamba. Later on today, by 3:30, 4 o'clock, these lines might change a little bit. You know what I mean? Or they might change dramatically, or they, stay around the same. I don't see them going much different than they are right now. But maybe $5-10 here, here or there, give or take. But I got Oki in this one. I'm gonna go with I was thinking 3rd round, but you know what? I don't like leaving it in the judges' hands because I don't think they I think they have some fucking sight issues. Not the judges themselves. I'm talking about where they sit and where they can see the fight from. You know what I mean? I just don't think they have it good where they're sitting as judges. I think that's the only problem. Put them like on the balcony or something, first row on the balcony, like the old Boston Garden. You can see everything. You know what I mean? If you can't see certain angles, how you gonna call the fight right? You know what I mean? For the most part, they do a good job. For the most part. Last night on boxing, like it's like boxing will never, ever, ever change with their fucking horrendous fucking picks. Then there's people in the comments like, you know, arguing on live, like arguing, you don't know boxing. He ran the whole time. Like, run? What the fuck? Have you ever run in your life? Like, if you ever run, that's footwork, asshole. That's a fucking ring. Yeah, how fucking far are you gonna run? That's footwork. That's hitting and not getting hit. That's the whole science of boxing. I don't know. People saying, oh, he fucking Lopez killed her. I'm like, no, he did not. He didn't even look good. He's complaining to the fucking fans and to his corner or whatever the fuck. It's like, listen, dude, the only one that can beat you is you. That's it. You know what I mean? You gotta fucking believe in yourself, man. You gotta put the training in. It's 75 to 95% mental. It's really a mental aspect when you're fighting in front of a lot of people. It shouldn't be a fucking problem. If you're a fighter, you're a fighter. Bottom fucking line. Block it out. Keep your fucking eyes on your opponent. That's all that should matter to you. That's it. After you celebrate, you know what I mean? And you do whatever the fuck you got to do, but get back in the gym the next week or go on a trip for a week. Go running 3 times that week, you know, even on a fucking vacation. If you're a pro fighter, that's what you should be fucking doing. You should never have a problem making weight for a fight. Never. You should never have that problem. I'm sorry. I don't agree with it. You sign a fucking contract. You pick a fucking weight division. You should be able to make that weight, no fucking problem. It should be a natural fucking weight anyways. Trevin Giles. I like Trevin Giles. I think he's had a lot of fucking bad luck though. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Bonfim. I remember that fight. Parsons, he beat Parsons. Beat Koski. Lost to Morales. Lost DDP too. New middleweight champ. I like this kid right here. Yeah, he's got heavy hands. See, all KOs. See, this is what people do not look at. They do not watch these fights. They do not even go back and fucking research fights. They just make picks. A lot of people will just pick fucking favorites. You know what I mean? So they're better than average or whatever the fucking case may be. I was 5-1 or 4-1 last night in boxing picks. You know what I mean? I should have been actually like 3-2. Lopez did not win. But it was close enough where they give him the win. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, I kind of lucked out with that one. So yeah, 4-1 last night in boxing. Let's see, yeah, so minus 225 for Prates, the Nightmare. The Nightmare Prates. Trevin Giles is plus 185. You know what? 2 losses, 2 wins, 1 loss. Kind of see a pattern here, right? I always see patterns with things, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. I see patterns. And numbers don't lie. People do. You know what I mean? We don't know. Maybe Giles is fucking training like a fucking savage right now and fucking really fucking finding out of fucking the 5th Ward, Houston. Shout out the Pulse, Reloaded. I love fucking Houston. I love Texas, man. But yeah, I love the Ghetto Boys since way back. just late 80s and shit. I've been listening to Ghetto Boys. And yeah, Scarface, rest in peace, Bushwick motherfucking Bill, and Scarface and Willie D, like some of the most underrated MCs on the planet. The third album's coming out really good, people. I work on it every morning after I get done training. I work on the production, and the writing is easy. Like it's so much easier for me now to write tracks. But yeah, everything's coming out good, and you guys will be proud. I hope you guys will be proud. You guys will be like, damn, this is real and raw. Holy shit. Never heard a white boy fucking rap like this, man. Because you won't hear me acting like something I'm not. You only hear me spitting truth and facts, you know what I mean? And, stories that I've actually lived, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I really believe in rap. If you didn't live it, you can't spit it, you know what I mean? But there are very good rappers out there that can rap very well that didn't live that life, and that's fine too, you know what I mean? That's fine. So they're not claiming to be something they're not. It's all good. Just be original. And just give it your best. That's all. I love music, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so I got Prates here. Minus 225, 17-6, ranked 5th in Brazil, which is pretty fucking good in Brazil. 55, ranked worldwide, welterweight, Trevor Giles. 2-3 in his last 5, 5-0 in his last 5. But that's, UFC was Contender Series 5 months ago. I like this kid. I think he's got a lot of fucking fight IQ, this kid, and he throws a lot of different weapons at people, which I like. He's got the 4-inch reach advantage. I just like it. I like this fight right here, and I believe it'll be a quick fucking fight, or it'll be a war. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back to fucking round 1. I mean to. Where I was. I'm not switching things up. But I believe that's what will happen. We will see. Sunday, I always do post fights. I don't do them on, Sunday early mornings after the fights no more, because everyone's emotionally invested, and I just rather wake up Sunday and then watch the fights, the ones I have a problem with or whatever, and then watch them again. And then you'll realize, oh man, that was just being emotionally invested. How'd I miss that? You know what I mean? So I highly recommend people do that. Watch the fight again. Even if you have to do it right then. And just watch the fight again. Then you might see things that you didn't see during the fight, you know what I mean? But okay, here we go. First card on the main event. Rodolfo Vieira versus Amin Petra. I don't know how the fuck I get your name wrong. Fucking watching you for years. Petrosian, right? I like Petrosian. I'm on. Superman. The black belt hunter, huh? Vieira. You know what? I had a hard time with this fucking pick because I like Petrosian a lot. Look at these fucking wins, Dobson. Rodriguez, Robocop. Yeah, but then we got Anthony Hernandez. He lost to Guillotine. Okay, so you're black belt hunter, right? But you're losing the submissions in a submission. I don't know about that one, dude, but I got you in this one anyways, honestly. You lost to Chris Curtis. That ain't nothing bad, actually. Chris Curtis could throw, and he could fight. Cody Bundridge, that was a good one, actually. I think he's working on his weaknesses. You know what I mean? He looks happy. He looks just determined. I like my Armenian people. I like people from all over. I love Brazil too. Yeah, I just I don't know. This fight is this could go either way. This plus $100, plus 100 plus money on Man, Petrosian, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong there, honestly. But I like the 9-2, 34-year-old, well, 34 and a half. I think he needs to do something here, and if this is where it's going to be done right here. And a lot of these fighters don't realize, you put on a good showing here, and you don't take no damage or whatever the fuck, right? You might be put on a 300 card. So there's a lot of variables going on here, a lot of different moving pieces that people don't even think of. It's like, think about this like in a lot of different ways. Look at all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different fight he's hooked up to. He's only on 5, which that's surprising to me. It's very surprising to me because he's been around for a little while. 73. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my pick here, Vieira. It's just this is not a bad pick here, Petrosian. I think anyone submission. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking submission for, but I think he's gonna drag him to the ground and try to submit him or fucking ground and pound, one or the other. I hate going against Petrosian. I know there's a reason fucking I did it. I can't remember for some reason. I think he's just working on his game, Vieira. So I'm going to stick with it. Hey, Devon, what's happening, brother? I got Trev in the war decision. Let me see. Oh, Trevor Giles. Yeah. I don't think either one of those picks is bad, bro. This is one of my favorite fights on the card. I got Vieira. Yeah, I believe it, dude. I said the same thing. I said a lot of these fights could be like fucking like straight out wars, bro. I agree, bro. I definitely agree. It's hard for me to go against Petrosian. I like Vieira too, and I'm gonna stick with my pick. I'm going to stick with a submission in the second round because we all know the more sweaty you get, it's harder to lock in submissions. The more blood, a lot of other shit that happens in the octagon that, isn't reported, obviously, but people shit their pants, people fucking piss their pants, shit their pants, like all kinds of shit. It's just because of, physics, you know what I mean? A lot of people, if you're constipated or whatever the case may be. I notice when I do wind sprints or when I'm doing plyometrics, when I'm doing explosive fucking like training, I notice I fart and shit. You know what I mean? Just hot air. You know what I mean? Hot air. But yeah, I've had to run the toilets before in my life. Like fucking definitely I've had to run the fucking, fucking whatever they fucking call it, turtle coming out your ass or fucking prairie dog or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah, a lot of shit happens. Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree. Like, I think a lot of these fights are going to be good. There are a lot of tough fight. These are tough fights to pick. This is like one of the hottest cards of this year that I've seen. I'd say, let's face it, there's only been 3, right? But all of them have been pretty hard to pick. You can't go wrong either way. It's like, plus 100 for Petrosian and minus 120 for Vieira. I got Vieira. I like Vieira. I think this could be a fight of the night, honestly. And I agree with Devon in there. Hard to go against Petrosian. It really is, bro. It's hard. Most fights, most UFC fights, I like both fucking fighters. Most times, like almost 98% of the fucking time, I like them. This is one that is hard for me to go against right here, brother. Michael Johnson. I think Michael Johnson is so underrated. I mean, there's a lot of overrated fighters. This guy has fought the best of the best. I remember when Khabib was smashing the shit out of him. I deserve this. Bang, bang, bang. You got to give up. Bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean? He's like, I deserve this. I deserve this. I love Khabib, man. He's so fucking humble. But when he's in that fucking octagon, I'll tell you, he's a fucking problem for anybody. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are. And guess what? He'd be a problem for a fucking heavyweight. That guy just got that self-belief in him. His father was a good fucking man. His father said the same thing I've been saying for years. And right when John Jones be fucking what's his name? The Frenchman there, it doesn't even gone. I go, where are all the John Jones haters? I go, I've been telling you this for years. He's gonna beat all heavyweights because he is a fucking heavyweight. He's got that explosiveness, knows how to use. He's just so fucking smart. I seen him today tackling fucking football players or something. I seen him fucking on a video earlier this morning or something. I seen him, so that means he's been offered a fight on UFC 300. I think he was offered Stipe on 300. I'd love to see him, even though I like Stipe a lot. That's another one. The one is same fucking thing. It's like, fuck, I like Stipe. I love John Jones. So John Jones is my favorite mixed martial artist. And then I got guys before John Jones, Anderson Silva. You know, there's so many guys. It's so hard. Demetrius, there's so many guys that I like that I know are fucking legit savage, like Tony Ferguson, 8 fucking years without losing. You know what I mean? Khabib, legit savage. You know what I mean? These guys are legit savage. Gaethje is a legit savage. I believe Gaethje could beat fucking Islam. I believe Islam should be fucking defending his fucking lightweight title. You know what I mean? Like, stop worrying about these other fucking divisions. Make up your fucking mind, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Honestly, and you're not Khabib. And I know you're training with him for 20, 30 years, whatever it is, but you're not Khabib. That's why I try to tell people, it's not, wait till Umar. Wait till people got to deal with Umar. They already had to deal with him in Usman and fucking Bellator. I knew he was going to become the champ over there. And Bellator's got some good fucking fighters. Believe it or not, their champs can hang with fucking UFC champs. No doubt about it in my mind. But, you know, obviously the UFC has a lot deeper fucking roster. You know what I mean? That's why it is the elite of the elite. I will always say that, you know, UFC is the elite of the elite. One championship is the elite of the elite in Muay Thai. Bellator, it's sad to see it go. PFL, no elbows. Like, it's like, how can you call that mixed martial arts if there's no elbows? But I guess there's elbows in the tournament coming up, Bellator versus PFL champions or whatever the fuck it is. That sounds pretty fucking fun. Actually, I want to watch that, but I think people are gonna be surprised. You know what I mean? With certain Bellator fucking fighters, they're gonna be like, well, what the fuck? Like, where'd this guy come from? Well, he's always been there. He was, you know, in Strike Force. He was in fucking, you know, UFC, wherever. They, you know, wherever they get the most money, they go. I don't fucking blame them. But the UFC is the ultimate. It's like playing for the NFL. It's really the truth. You know what I mean? It's like playing for the CFL or the NFL. Well, we all know the NFL is the elite. We all know it. Not saying there ain't no great players coming from the CFL. Like, it's like Warren Moon fucking played in the CFL. I remember fucking a lot of really good football players played in the CFL and the XFL and like all these other promotions. You know what I mean? Stick with the promotions that have been around for fucking years and years and years and years. You know, 93, I've been watching The Ultimate Fighter since the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, it's just got better and better and better and better. It's the best time to be a mixed martial arts fan. It's the best time in the past, I'd say 5-10 years. Yeah, I'd say about 10 years. Every 10 years, things change. Like, things get better or they get worse. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry, Devon. You got a lot of fucking... Okay, brother. I got you, brother. Honestly, just don't like flowers. Yeah, I get it. I understand, bro. I understand. His boxing isn't that good. Plus, Johnson has the wrestling empire. Yeah, Johnson's got the fucking, he's got a jab and a half, and he's so fucking fast. I mean, it's all about momentum. 21-19. It's like, damn, he's fought. Yeah, but a lot of these people he's fought, they're all fucking animals. It's like a lot of the people he's fought, like if you look at his record, I mean, he's fought in the who's who of the fucking lightweight division. I like Michael Johnson a lot. It's just like these losses here, I don't understand. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. You know what I mean? There's certain times I look at it and I'm like, damn, you should be winning these fights, Michael Johnson. You know what I mean? And I think he's a class act. You know what I mean? I think he's a fucking great ambassador of fucking mixed martial arts. Fucking tough kid. But that fight with Gaethje, that was insanity. He rocked Gaethje about 3 times. Gaethje's like, You will not be able to fucking, you will not last. You will not last. And I really believe Gaethje beats Islam. Honestly, I think Gaethje hurts Islam. I think he takes him out of the lightweight fucking picture. I think Islam moves up to welterweight or something. I heard they might be doing super welterweight and super lightweight. I heard soon. I don't know how true it is. I just heard they're going to be out in 2 more divisions. I heard, and eliminating a few divisions. I heard. I don't know how true it is, but it makes sense to do it. It makes sense. I understand where you're coming from, Demar. I feel the same way about a lot of people. You know what I mean? It's my heavyweight goat. I would have loved to see. Yeah, in their primes would have been good. You know what? I was watching Stipe fight. What the fuck is I was watching him fight earlier today. What the fuck's his name? One of the fucking legends, veterans of the fucking game. This is gonna drive me fucking crazy. I'll look it up because I'll drive myself crazy if I don't. Then it'll pop out of my mouth. I'll be like, what the fuck? Yeah. I love Stipe too, bro. It's hard. You know, that's another one. It's another perfect example right there. It's like, I like Stipe so much, but John Jones, honestly, I think he's the baddest motherfucker that ever stepped in that cage. Honestly, because the way he did it, it's just the way he did it. He'd always beat people at what they were the best at. You know what I mean? He would never want to hear no excuses. You know, he'd do what he did what he did. Hold on there. You all. Okay, I got him right there. Junior Dos Santos. That's who it was. Yeah. Stipe versus Junior Dos Santos. The first fight. And I seen Stipe fucking gassing out. I was shocked because I'm like, Stipe won fucking Gold Glove championships in fucking Ohio and shit. Like, people don't understand Golden Gloves. It's fucking hard, not easy, because you fight like 7 fights in a week sometimes. Sometimes you'll fight 3 fights in a day. Yeah, Golden Gloves ain't like Mark Breland, the guy Wilder fucking fired. That was the best guy he should have never got rid of. That guy was fucking 3-time fucking Empire State Game fucking champ. Golden Gloves. Like, that guy is so knowledgeable in a class act too. His boxing isn't good. Plus, Johnson has the wrestling. Oh yeah, I agree. You know what? Actually, I was wondering about this fight too. Like, this is one I didn't. Yeah, I got Justin by decision. They think it's going to be an absolute. Oh yeah. Gaethje versus Holloway. Yeah. Yep. Holloway's, how can you not like that fucking guy? He's a fucking warrior. And he beat up my boy Kada. You know what I mean? I believe Kada's going to hurt fucking Aljamain Sterling, my honest opinion. I think Aljamain's going to say, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? New England Cartel, they fucking, one thing about those guys, they don't quit. They do not quit. Like, they spar hard with each other. You know what I mean? They don't go too hard on each other, but they push each other to never quit. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like people that fucking tap. After talking all kinds of shit, they'll tap. It's like, go to sleep a fucking 5 seconds or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Rest on your laurels. Stand on your own 10 toes. Fucking. Yeah, there's a lot of guys I don't like either, brother. I definitely understand that. But majority of them, like, I like both. It's like most times I like both fighters. It's really hard to fucking pick. I think it's going to be, that's going to be an absolute war. No question about it. I think Albin has the skill to win the UFC belt, best chances out of all the Bellator guys. Oh, yeah, he's a fucking animal, dude. How about Patchy Mix? There's a lot of guys over there. There's like 5 guys. Usman, fucking Khabib's first cousin, Umar. Those guys throw kicks and fucking punches better than Khabib. They throw question marks, all kinds of fucking shit. Wait till they got to deal with Umar. I'd love to see Umar versus Sandhagen in that 300 card. That was a fight we were supposed to get about 5, 6, 7, 8 months ago, and Umar's ready. I think I heard 8 once. Yeah, I heard that too, bro. I heard that too. And Stipe was a Division I wrestler. Oh, yeah. So was Kada. Kada's a really good wrestler. People don't know that about Kada. That gas tank is crazy. Yep. Yes, it is, brother. Yeah, it's just, heavyweight. People don't realize this. Like, I'm sure you do, brother, but like some people don't understand this. It's like heavyweight. That's why I preach cardio so much and fucking, endurance. That's why I always put the end of my training sessions, when I got fucking, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes. I'll just put up the, hey, go out there and get it. Go out there and sweat today. Make sure you fucking throw your cardio in there. The same fighting is not bodybuilding. It's fighting. If you've already bodybuilt, you're already strong, just maintain it with fucking body weight. And definitely lift some weights, go lighter and do a lot more reps. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I like to stay shredded, man. Fuck that. I was like 325 plus pounds. I'll never, ever, ever be at fucking 325 ever again. I felt like a big fat fucking slob. You know what I mean? And I was. You know what I mean? I was putting just fucking eating whatever the fuck I wanted and fucking wasn't training hardly ever. And that was only for like a year. Went up like fucking, yeah, I'm down to fucking 218, 225. I fluctuate in between there. And that's why I like to stay. Because that's why I fought amateur boxing. That's why, like, real good trainers will train you for like 2-3 months. And they want to see where your weight, stays at after pouring sweat 3-hour fucking sessions and shit. I always stayed at 220, so natural heavyweight. You know what I mean? It's like some of these guys, they want to fucking cut weight and, rehydrate in one fucking day or 36 hours or whatever the fuck, right? And be weight bullies, basically. But here's the real, honest God truth. Size don't mean shit in a fight. It really doesn't fucking mean nothing. It does not mean nothing. Every guy I've ever fought was bigger than me. And I'd always make it look easy because of speed and power and speed and quickness and footwork and all the technical things, the things that you practice over and over and over and over and over again. That's the shit you have to do. And a lot of people get bored with it and everything. Well, if you don't do it, then you'll be off balance. Like, it's just, I don't even have to think about where my feet go because I've done it so much in my life. Like, it's just like, I'll never be off balance. I can switch it up to southpaw. And that's where I got a lesson one time, Devon, when I was sparring with Sean Gannon. Kid, I went to school with one of the nicest kids on the planet. God bless his soul. A lot of my pro fighting friends, a lot of them have gone way too young. You know what I mean? But that was the hottest sparring session I ever had because he was a southpaw. When you're fighting in the streets, you're not fighting. You don't really notice this southpaws or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? It's just fighting a lefty is a lot different than fighting a righty. It's the complete opposite. So if you're not doing it and you're not learning how to switch up and, if you're not putting your right, orthodox people ain't putting their right foot forward and throwing jabs with their right instead of their fucking overhand rights or their straight rights after the straight left, straight right, left hook, and overhand right. You always got to disguise punches and throw punches after punches. It can't just be one shot. Like, yeah, you can knock people out with one shot, but you disguise those punches with 3s, 4s, 6s, and 8s. And a lot of people don't understand this shit, I guess. Like, I don't know. I really believe certain trainers shouldn't be training fucking fighters. I really believe that. Yeah, I heard 175. I heard 165. I heard 175. And I heard maybe a 195. But I definitely heard the 175, and I heard 165. So it'll be like super welterweight. I mean super welterweight and super lightweight or something of that nature. I forget what the fuck. But there's a lot of people that are like naturally like 175 and shit like that. So they don't even have to cut weight. You know what I mean? They can actually eat all fuck a week long during the fight week. You know what I mean? Before weigh-ins and shit. You know what I mean? Like myself, honestly, Devon, I don't know about you, but I know myself because I just turned 53. you know, your metabolism slows down. No matter how hard I train and put fucking myself through fucking, I definitely put myself through a lot of fucking shit because, you know, just get rid of the fucking negative fucking shit in my mind and the demons and all that shit. I humble myself. I train myself so hard to humble myself, you know. I really believe you should be fighting at, you know, what your natural weight is. You know what I mean? Like heavyweight, just because you, like, not you, brother. I'm talking about people in general. It's like you can lift some weights. It's easy to put on muscle. It really is. Like do pyramid sets. Like do 4 sets of everything. Like I can give people diets. I can show people ways to get big without steroids. Any of it. Like I can show people how to shred. I can show people how to keep their fucking, you know, their lean look and, you know, keep your muscle and shit while you shred. You know what I mean? This ain't a bodybuilding contest. It's a fucking fight. And the more muscle you have, the bigger, the bulkier you are, the more oxygen that those muscles need. And that takes from your cardio, that takes from your endurance, it takes from your fucking, because you're going to deep waters where the great white fucking sharks swim. And if you ain't ready to fucking go swimming there, you're going to be a guppy and a minnow in a fucking little pond somewhere. You're going to get fucking eaten. It's a circle of fucking life. Go watch animals kill animals. No bullshit. You'll see how fucking crazy the circle of life really is. Not crazy. It's just the way it is. It is what it is. Never knew Cato was a... I don't know if he was a Division I wrestler, bro. I just heard he was really good wrestling in high school and shit. I don't know if he went to college and wrestled. I have no I have no clue. They're up in Quincy is like the first city, like right like connected to Boston at the bottom, like at the bottom of right where South Boston and Dorchester are. It's right. The next city is Quincy. Why it's not the same city is beyond me. Probably because way back in the days with horse buggies and shit. But downtown Boston is 7 miles from here. It's like right there. You know what I mean? So they live where they train and stuff is like northwest of Boston. So it's like right outside of Boston. It's like Medford or it's like going towards New Hampshire and, you know, Vermont and that way. You know what I mean? So I'd say northwest. You know what I mean? Northwest. So it's like northwest of Boston, like 1 or 2 towns or cities over from Boston. So yeah, that's somewhere I gotta fucking I gotta visit soon. You know what I mean? Soon. When I get some extra time. I got so much shit I'm doing right now. It's just ridiculous. I got so many things I'm doing right now. And it's all worth it. Everything that I'm doing, it's all worth it. But the first thing I do every day is train. I wake up and I just go train. It's the best time to get it done with. Or with everything else, the rest of the day will be easy. It'll be easy. Yeah, I'd like to see these new divisions made. You know, yeah, this fucking fight is really hard to pick right there. Yeah, I felt the same way when I was 260. Just 190 is a good weight, bro. If you were 260, I know how that feels, bro, because I couldn't get under 240 for a while. Like I was like training with friends of mine for their fights, like even with training with them. Yeah, I'm a natural 190. Like the day of weigh-ins, I'm usually at like 188. Yeah, that's a good weight, dude. 190, because kind of got that fucking heavyweight power. You know what I mean? It's like Marciano and like a lot of heavyweights, a lot of them. Like even Ali, when he beat fucking Sonny Liston up there, he was fucking like about 192 pounds or 188. And fucking Sonny Liston was like 240. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's size don't mean shit. It all means fucking speed and where you place your punches and your kicks or whatever the fuck whatever the fuck you're doing. But yeah, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you on a lot of things you're saying. I agree. You know what? Michael Johnson, I like you too much, dude. I gotta fucking go with you. Like, I believe you will come out of this as the winner. Beast mode, Darius Flowers, plus 120. I like the 2-inch. I like the 2.5-inch reach advance from Michael Johnson with that jab. Fucking, yeah, he's got that fucking laser sharp jab. I just hope his chin hasn't fucking, that's where people don't understand. It's like your chin has a fucking, I guess it has a fucking expiration date on it. The more wars you're in, eventually it's going to go on you. You know what I mean? And Gaethje realized that. Gaethje realized that. I never seen anyone put on a beating on Tony Ferguson like Gaethje did that fight. The first fight during the shutdown in the beginning, I was like, holy shit. I was like, if this kid listens to his fucking trainer and gets technically sound, man, it'll be a fucking problem. And exactly what he's done. You know what I mean? Like, that kid's a fucking problem, Gaethje. Even Khabib said it. Khabib's father said no one's beating John Jones at heavyweight. Nobody. And I think Khabib's father knows a little something about fighting. It's just the genetics and everything. You know what I mean? He's just so fucking, you have to have a little bit of crazy in you too. You know what I mean? People just don't understand it. They don't understand the casuals, I mean. The casuals have no fucking clue. And there's nothing wrong with being a casual. Nothing wrong with it. If you've never watched fighting before and you like it, you know what I mean? Since the dawn of time, men have liked and women have liked fucking fights and shit. You know what I mean? Like, since I was a kid, I love fighting. You know what I mean? So, something I ain't fucking changing anytime soon. Fuck that. I'll be watching fighting till the day I die. God forbid. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Johnson here too. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with I'll go with fucking round 3. I think this is gonna go a little. I'm gonna go round 2. I think this will go around round 2. You know what, bro? I'm glad you fucking were in this in this live in the Savage Room, bro, because I was really this is a really hard fight for me to pick. Michael Johnson, don't let yourself down, but most of all, don't let yourself down. But definitely don't let us down, brother. Darius Flowers, I wish you nothing but the best, bro. Believe me. It's nothing personal, bro. I just like Michael Johnson. I think he's so underrated. Like, he should be, there's a lot of people they overrate. Well, there's a guy that needs to be fucking, have some fucking, some respect put on his fucking name. Just go look at the people he's fought. Yeah, I looked it up. Kada started wrestling in 9th grade, won 3 state championships, and had offered to wrestle D1, but just went pro in MMA instead. Yeah, he's a fucking tough kid, dude. Yeah, sometimes I'll wrestle 215 at like 188, 190. Oh, yeah, because muscle weighs more than fucking fat, and that's what most people don't understand. And here's the other thing, right? Most bigger guys, they think they got to eat, they got to get big, They're fooling them, just like playing, their mind's playing tricks on them. It's like, listen, you can go lift weights, and you can get fucking really strong, really quick. It just, a lot of hard work, right? But lifting weights, once I met my goals when I was, teenager, young teens, when I met my goal, doing 225, 30, like easy, right? 350, like that was my goal, 315, 330, right? I was like 405, 415, like 5 times fucking perfectly. You know what I mean? It's like, and then deadlifting almost 1,000 fucking pounds. Like, there wasn't even no more weight on the bar to fucking, it's like, after a while, it's like, all right, enough of this shit. Just fucking, because I'd always hit the bag after I lift weights. People like that pumping shit. I didn't. I like to fucking be loose and fucking ready to fucking, fight. Because in the 80s and 90s, you had to fight. You know what I mean? A lot. Sometimes 3, 4, 5 times in a fucking day. It's like just craziness. But I really hope this generation understands we went through all that shit so you guys didn't have to. I hope that's fucking I hope that's the way it is. I have a lot of faith in this generation because they do have a lot of smarts. They do have a lot of information right in their hands. You know what I mean? All the information we learned, we had to actually live it. And I definitely wouldn't change it. I definitely would not change it because I learned a lot. Learned a lot really young. Yeah, so Michael Johnson, Darius Flowers, this next fight here. Gregory Rodriguez versus Brad Tavares, RoboCop. Oh, who the fuck did he beat? Oh, yeah. Yeah, elbows from back mount. Yeah. Yep. And then, yeah, Chris Weidman. That's right, on his first fight back. Chris Weidman's coming. I forget the fuck who he's fighting. Bruno Silva's a fucking tough guy. There's a guy right there that doesn't get enough credit. That guy is a fucking tough guy, man. Like, talk about like the will to win and all that stuff, the will never to fucking give up. There's a guy right there. So he lost to Dricus Duplessis. But in a decision, which is good, you know what I mean? Because, you know, an explosive, hard-hitting guy like Duplessis, he didn't fold, you know what I mean? So Akhmedov, yeah, he beat Akhmedov. He beat Carlos Jr. And he beat Chris Weidman. And Chris Weidman could fight. I don't care what anyone fucking thinks about Chris Weidman's a legit savage. Legit. RoboCop, I like this guy. But then sometimes I see him and it's just like he does not look the fucking same. Like in the ring, in the octagon is what I mean. He does not look the same. Sometimes he looks fucking great. Sometimes he looks like something's off. You know what I mean? Oh, he lost the Petrosian right there. See, it's like that's why it's so hard to go against Petrosian. Petrosian can fucking fight, man. I'm gonna stick with Tavares here. You know, the way I had a decision, and I think it'll probably go over decision. I think it's gonna go. I don't pick decisions enough, and I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with a KO, but that could be a TKO on the ground and pound. You know what I mean? It could be anything like that. Now watch, RoboCop fucking will win this fight, right? 3-2. They're both 3-2 in the last. Yeah, I don't like the Tavares losing 2 in a row, but at the same time, it was a unanimous decision. And Bruno Silva beat Chris Weidman. It was 9 months ago. He's past the 6-month rule that I usually go by. I don't like taking guys getting knocked out in like 3 months ago or 2 months ago, and they go in there. And who knows? Sometimes they fucking just win, and you know they'll never lose again because they learn from their loss or whatever. But yeah, I don't like fucking concussed fucking fighters going in there and fighting, and once they get touched, like boom, or just fucking the fight or flight fucking thing goes in the mode and they panic and they don't stay cool and calm, collective, and just fucking defense. You know what I mean? I mean, offense is very important, but if you have offense, you have no defense. What good is it? You need that defense. You need to learn how to slip just a little bit, a half inch, a quarter inch, just a little bit of movement with your head and bending your knees, just a little bit. You'll be surprised how much that fucking helps you. Just the slips and the feints, fake. You know what I mean? People don't do it enough. Yeah, sometimes. Oh yeah, that's so many times that's happened with me, brother. I got RoboCop, but I like the Brad pick. How it feels to be an underdog of an ace seed out of 16 districts. I'm 10-6. But man, when you have no pressure to win. Oh yeah. I agree, bro. I agree. When you're a happy fighter and you're going in there happy, you know what I mean? And you know, no stress on you, or you're thinking you're gonna get cut because you have 2 losses or whatever. Yeah, that could that's why I tell everybody it's mental. It's a mental fucking thing. It's you against you. And that's not a bad fucking record, Devon. You know what I mean? Especially MMA, man. You just know I had my friend fighting tonight, last night, I mean. Travis the Outlaw Demko, like I think he's like 8-0 or something, like all first round fucking finishes. I hope he won fucking last night. I hope he fucking won because this kid's tough. Wrestling, boxing, like fucking basically undefeated in all of them. He just switched all over the fucking MMA. You know what I mean? Really good kid. I've had him on twice. I'll have him on after this fucking fight soon, probably this week or next week, whenever he could jump in. But I just want to promote his fights and shit because he's good, really good, and he's a class act. Nice, really nice, fucking respectful fucking person. I really respect people that are really tough, really can fight in a so fucking humble and so fucking. That's what I love about MMA. That's what I love about Muay Thai. It's what I love about kickboxing. I love the fucking honor and the respect they show after. It's like, how can you not respect this guy after you guys just went 3, 5, whatever, maybe around 12 rounds? It's like boxing. How can you not respect this guy when you guys just went fucking, you guys just put on a war for us for 12 fucking rounds, for 5 rounds, for 3 rounds. Like, I tell people all the time, you think you're in good shape, go fight 3 minutes in there with a fucking pro or a fucking really good amateur. And then you'll see where you stand. And you'll see where your fucking cardio is, all that. All that. Well, I hope you fucking stick with it, brother. I hope you stay training hard and just even in between fights, like just run 3 times a week. You know what I mean? To always be close to your weight. You know what I mean? Like you said, you'll never let yourself get up that high again. I believe you. You know what I mean? Because I definitely know how that feels. And I hope you stick with it, bro. And I hope you don't let your mind play tricks on you. You know what you're made of, bro. Like, that's all that fucking matters. Who gives a fuck what anyone else fucking thinks? Other than you know, you shouldn't give a. I say this all that. You should never give a fuck what people think. You really shouldn't. But you should care about what you fucking, your people think about you. But at the same time, they can't judge you either, bro. And I say this all the time. If you got enough balls to get in that octagon, you got enough balls to get in a ring, then you got my support. A coward dies 1,000 fucking deaths. And honestly, I tell people all the time, go face your fears, because a lot of your fears are insecurity and shit. It's like, not you, people in general, quote unquote people out there. It's like you fear shit that you should never fear. Like, don't fear nothing. Don't ever fear fucking nothing. There's nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Bullies, I used to love bullying bullies. Like, I love pulling motherfuckers' cards that talk fucking tough. Then you pull their card, they ain't talking tough no more. I fucking love pulling fucking clowns like that. You know what I mean? But there are people that talk that can actually back it up. You know what I mean? And that's really true. And Deborah, I'm sure you know that. There's guys in the gym that look like fucking superstars. It's really true. They look like fucking superstars. But once you get them in front of 20,000 people or whatever, even 10,000, whatever, it's like they get fucking like nervous. I'm like I don't understand. That's the mind. That's the mind's playing tricks on you shit. It's the mentality. It's like, just focus on your opponent. That's all you. Don't worry about all the people. Don't fucking sweat that. Going, the eyes don't lie. I'm like, people, the eyes don't lie. People that say, oh, you can't tell when people are fucking squared off and fucking the body language. You can't tell by body language. I can tell. The eyes don't fucking lie. I can see it. I can see when someone's fucking like talking all kinds of shit. You know why? Because they're not fucking, they didn't train hard. They just fucking whatever. They just think, they're going to win no matter fucking what. This and that. And that's a good attitude to have. Always have confidence in yourself. Never. If you have any doubt you're going to lose it all, you're probably going to fucking lose. And that's proven. Like, I don't know. There was a time in my life, I think around 14, 15, 16, in between that area, I said, you know what? I'll never lose to anybody. I don't care. Grown men, doesn't matter. I'm not going to lose. Because I was always training every night after I got out of work. When people didn't know I was training, you know what I mean? Always training. And I just said, one night, I'm 13, 14 or 15 years old. It's like, I never thought I was losing in sports, and I never fucking did. I definitely ain't fucking losing in fighting. And yeah, I really believe that's a mindset. I really believe there's something to that. If you have any doubt in your mind, not saying that you shouldn't be nervous a little bit, the butterflies a little bit, that this guy might beat you. But if you put in the training and your mindset is like, damn, you're gonna have to fucking walk through hell to beat me. That should be your mentality. Anybody's out there. It should be your mentality. You know, like, don't get into fighting if, you know, if you don't believe in yourself or you don't have fucking, you can't sacrifice, you don't have discipline. Well, fighting is definitely not the fucking sport to get into, because it's, you're really challenging yourself. And that's, I love to challenge myself. Like, since I was a young kid, I've always played with the older kids in sports, everything, because I always knew I was faster than them. And, you know, that speed always came into fucking effect. It always helped me. You know what I mean? Pitching fucking fastballs and shit. I fucking loved sports when I was a kid. And Reagan fucking, with that Proposition 2.5 in the fucking 80s, that called junior high, middle school, and not 7th, 8th, and 9th no more. It's 6th, 7th, 8th. It was just like a fucking, took sports out of fucking junior high and called it middle school and took the sports out. It's like, that's all I ever did was play sports. Then I became a drug dealer because I wasn't playing sports no more. Like, they take sports from me. I think it's all fucking meant. I think they do this shit on purpose. I swear to fucking God. These politicians that never had no power in their life, had their milk money taken. It's like with bad cops. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. It's like you put these people in power and they never had power before, so they abuse it. You know what I mean? It's like, put people in there with character and people that actually have power without that fucking badge and gun or whatever the case may be. You know, put people in there that go talk to the community and shit. Because yes, we need law and order. Yes, we do. I would never complain because all the shit I did, like, I take full responsibility for it. I definitely wasn't bringing my friends down because of it. I made a mistake. I went and did the time. You know what I mean? I knew I could definitely go do time for what I was doing. You know what I mean? Selling drugs, everything like that, getting in fights, you know, assault batteries with a dangerous weapon, shot foot, like kicking motherfuckers in the head when they're on the ground. It's like, how stupid are you, Robbie? You already rolled their eyes behind their fucking head. They're already on the fucking cement, fucking. You're kicking them in the fucking ribs and the fucking head. That wasn't just me. It was my friends too. You know what I mean? Oh my God. I grew up with some fucking crazy fucking nuts. God bless, like, at least 80%, 90% of their souls, because they're all fucking gone way too young. It's all that fucking Oxycontin. And they go to the garbage heroin and it's over. You know what I mean? But my little brother out there, I pray for you, Keith. You know, I hope you see me coming off all those pain meds, all those breakthrough pain meds, all those Xanax. If I could do it, you could do it. I only went on methadone for 11 months, came right off that fucking shit. I don't like reporting to nobody. I don't like fucking taking orders from nobody. So, yeah, came up that in 26 days. Wasn't sick. Went right back to the gym right then. Haven't stopped training, 5+ fucking years? Like, I'll never stop training again. Once I went up to 325 plus, I'm like, this will never happen again. Never. That's still a good record, though, bro. That's still a good record. 10-6 is good. And MMA, people don't realize this. Like, it's not like boxing. It's like boxing, you can lose once or twice, then you're pretty much fucked unless you want like a 10-20 fight fucking knocking people out in the first fucking round, second, third round. You go in there and you fucking really, dominate, and then but that happened with Marvelous Marvin Hagler, my favorite, my first inspiration in boxing, other than a dear friend of mine that was boxing really young, but he's gone way too young too. Steven, the fighting tunnel rat Sigliano. He was junior Olympic champ, young, Golden Glove champ, young. He's like fucking 12-2 as a pro. He lost the same guy twice. His father trained me. God bless his father. God bless him. You know what I mean? God bless his brother who just died last year, like about 3-4 months ago from cancer. I was talking to his sister like a week ago. I was just sending my, saying sorry about, losing her family, her mother, her father, her brothers. And I know how much it hurts her, you know what I mean? Because they were good people. And, man, some of the toughest people I ever grew up with in this planet. I'm glad I grew up with people like that, because that just made me that much tougher, you know what I mean? That much stronger, that much, much more disciplined, you know what I mean? Because I knew there's levels. Where I grew up, it was like you had to be respected or feared or both. If not, you were just an average nobody. And fuck that. When I was a little kid, I knew that. I'm like, fuck that. I ain't no average fucking nothing. I ain't average at nothing. That's the way I just look at it. It's not being conceited. It's being convinced. It's not being cringe, whatever these younger kids say cringe. I don't even know what the fuck that means. All I know is confident, motherfucker. If you don't have no confidence, good luck with your life. You're gonna be a fucking scared little hermit in a corner. Oh my God, man. People are fucking scared. Stop watching the fucking news. Stop watching fear tactics, man. Go read Art of War. Go play chess when you're a little kid in 3rd grade. That's why I was playing chess as a young kid. Like I said, where I grew up, it's like you see people who got respect. You see people who were feared. You know what I mean? And that's all you want to do is be like them when you're growing up. Especially when you grow up without a father. That's what you want to be. That's why I'll never respect my father, because I put both my kids, raised both my kids great. I have a great wife, great mother to our kids too. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, I said I'd never give up on my fucking kids. I'd smarten the fuck up for my kids, and I did. And my daughter's done with college fucking 10 years ago. She's doing great. Works for the state. Doesn't even have to leave her fucking house. She's that fucking smart. And my son's in Suffolk on a Celtics internship, fucking top 75 players in Massachusetts in basketball. Since he's a young kid, he's been playing basketball. I can't fucking, I'm happy for my kids. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of work. All right, this fight right here, this might be good right here. Well, it's not might. This might be like fight of the night. This could be. I'm not saying it is gonna be. It can be. Your Poteria versus Robert Bishnek. Briznek. Sorry if I'm hacking your last name, brother. I know how to say your name. I was practicing it fucking during the week too. Briznek? I'm pretty sure it's Briznek. I'm sorry if I'm hacking your name, dude. Polish Power versus the Ukrainian Kyiv, Ukraine. Yeah. Who did I take? Yeah, I took the Polish Power. But the Duelist is fucking a tough kid. It's just these losses. 2 months ago, ground and pound. See, I don't like that. I know why he's fighting, though. I know he needs money. Alberg's a fucking Alberg's going to be a fucking problem. He's only going to get better and better, that kid, Alberg. 8 months ago. He got knocked out 8 months ago. Knocked out fucking 2 months ago. Keo Rua. I mean, Shogun, who's a fucking legend. People go watch Shogun Rua fucking fighting Pride. Go watch those fights. You want to see how much of a legend that guy was? God damn it. He's a fucking problem. What John Jones did to him. What John Jones did to everybody. Partying too. And that's a funny thing. Like, most of my fights were out drinking, sniffing coke, and selling cocaine. That's what I used to do, Yeah, I wasn't losing fights back then. Definitely ain't going to lose them sober. That's a lot of people with liquid courage too. You know what I mean? Yeah, this kid, Briznek, is a tough kid right here. But I'm going with Briznek because of all those fucking knockouts this guy's dealt with. And it's not smart going with a guy that's been knocked out fucking 3 months, even 5 months ago, to be honest with you. Honestly, it's really not good. I'm going to say first round here. That's what I had it at anyways. Minus 160 for the man from Poland, middleweight, light heavyweight. Here's the thing here. These are the things people don't look at. Middleweight, light heavyweight, right? Where are they fighting at, right? 185. So I don't know if Terry is going to be better at 185. Like, he probably will be better at 185. Like, a lot of these guys ain't natural heavyweights. They just, it's hard for them to fucking discipline and fucking make weight. So it's just, it could be either or, you know what I mean? And it could either make them better or it can make them fucking worse. A lot of times it makes them worse, but I don't know. Let me see what we get. The only reason this fight is hard for me to pick, Eeyore is fighting for his livelihood, but I do think is a better fighter. Yeah, he is. No question he's fighting for his livelihood. And this is the thing, right? This is what I was saying earlier about trainers. How a trainer can let their fighter go in there and fight like that, it's fucking beyond me. It's beyond me. But like you said, I get it. People need money. You know what I mean? I get it. I understand. Like, I respect you fighting, dude. Like, it's not that I don't respect it. I just don't think it's the smartest fucking thing to do. But you are going down the middleweight from light heavyweight. That might serve you well, bro. Because light heavyweights hit a lot fucking harder. And Alberg definitely hits harder than fucking... Like, when you see like a Pereira fight at 185, it makes me fucking laugh. Because I knew he'd come over here and do well. He's a 4-time champ. Two times in fucking 2 different weight divisions in Glory, and 2 division champ here too. Pereira, I knew was going to do well over here. Yeri Posca, I knew was going to do well over here from Risen. But the thing with Yeri was, I always said, he leaves himself open. He doesn't have good defensive technique. His offensive moves are great. You know what I mean? The wildness and the craziness. But the way he holds his hands, the way, defensively, sound-wise, not really. As I said, Pereira will knock his dick loose because Pereira is actually technical. More technical than people think. You know what I mean? Even though he keeps his hands low and shit like that. Hearns, Thomas Hitman Hearns. And I say this about a lot of fighters. Who the fuck do you think you are? Hearns? Hearns could actually step back and boom. He's the only guy I've ever seen murk Duran. I see Duran go fucking face first. Duran, talk about good boxers and technique. Go watch him fight before he was a fucking middleweight. Go watch him where he won 4 belts in all the lighter weight divisions before. It just got too hard for him to keep cutting weight because he kept growing and growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And he was really young, you know what I mean, when he first started fighting. So came from a rough area in Panama. And, food wasn't prevalent, all that shit. So I always tell people, put yourself in other people's shoes before. Don't fucking judge nobody. The only person that can judge anybody is God and judges, real judges. Live by the fucking sword, you'll die by the pen. Trust me. I've been there. And I've definitely died by that pen. But I was very fucking grateful, I think we create our own luck in life. I think it's a karma thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, I wasn't bringing my people down, and that's probably why I fucking, you know what I mean? I got those fucking, matter of fact, I'm almost positive that's the reason. And the lawyers I had, they always said I had plenty of fucking potential and all that stuff. You know what I mean? I guess they're trained to fucking, kind of tell the courts, is this guy going to be a career criminal, this kid, or is he actually, just one of those guys made a mistake or whatever the fuck, I just had an anger problem, you know what I mean? And obviously, I grew up in a bad borough, you know what I mean? So-called bad borough, but I love that fucking borough where I grew up. It's like fucking 12, 15 blocks away, you know what I mean? But I still love it there. Like, I still love that I grew up there, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It just it made me deal with a lot of things easy, like that people would probably be scared to go do. You know what I mean? Nah, I wasn't scared. Definitely I was definitely a little nervous in court because I know they have my life in their hands, but other than that, whatever it was, I was going to deal with it because it's just the mentality. It's all mentality. Yeah, I think you're right, Devin, about Eeyore. I think that's a good observation, bro. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, I'd like to go with him, but I don't know how he's going to look at 185. I think he might look better at 185. We got this one's tough to fucking pick here, bro. Talk about tough ones to pick. This whole card is tough. Me and Skate were talking about this earlier. I'm like, yeah, I had a hard time picking this week's card too. Usually I don't have a hard time picking cards, but this one was hard. Ige versus Feely. I see Feely look so good sometimes. He's another one. I see him look so good. So even fucking Ige too. I see him looking so good sometimes. And I see him looking horrible. It's like right here, this fight right here. Nate the Train. And the one prior, Damon Jackson, right? Damon Jackson, I mean. Them left hooks, right? And then Bryce Mitchell. He loses to Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell could fight too. I'm not saying he can't fight. He could definitely fight. But I don't think he's that technically sound, is what I mean. I don't think he's that. He's a great wrestler and good jiu-jitsu, all that stuff. Better at wrestling. But, you know, he's strong. He works on a farm. You know, when I worked in the tunnels and, you know, I'd go to the gym all the time before I go to work. You know what I mean? Because what I was doing over there was, you know, working there for my business manager, making sure everything was fucking the union is supposed to work for the union brothers and sisters, not for the fucking companies, that's why we have a union. It's like, so the company cannot take advantage of the union members, you know what I mean? Or their labor, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But that whole fucking thing has changed too, because all these fucking new business managers, they're all fucking pussies. They're all fucking cowards. The ones that I know anyways, they're all cowards. They're all cowards. They were never fucking leaders in the fucking first place. I don't know how the fuck they kissed someone's ass or the feds. They made a deal with the fucking devil. One or the other. They sold their soul. They fucking, and I know one of them definitely got it by lies. He's lucky he had a good father in his life, because he's lucky he had me, actually, because I stopped the motherfucker. I told him, don't do it. It's not worth it, because somebody wanted to fucking off him. And I believe he would have if I didn't say something to him. Yeah, karma's a motherfucker. That shit will definitely come back and haunt him. I guarantee it will. I've always seen bad karma hurt people. You know, people that fucking do fucked up shit, it eventually comes back and haunts you. You know what I mean? It's like me, obviously. Like the shit I was doing, fucking living like a cowboy as a, you know, young teenager and late into my teens. Eventually is going to come and get me, right? The fucking law is going to come and get me. And, yeah, it just happens, man. It happens. But I never sold my soul. You know what I mean? Always kept my mouth shut, unlike other people out there. And the feds could definitely verify that. And the fucking stadies and the fucking detectives, they know. They know if you keep your mouth shut. They know they can trust you more than they can trust a piece of shit snitch. You know what I mean? It's like, why get involved in something? And then you're going to go rat on everyone and say, why even be involved? Like, don't be involved if you can't deal with it. If you can't deal with prison, you can't deal with any of that shit, don't fucking do it. Just leave that fucking life alone. There's numerous ways you can choose to earn funds. It's really true. There's a million ways you can make money. I would recommend work smarter, not harder. That's what I would recommend. Yeah, this fight is too tough to fucking pick. I got EA. Yeah, Palman, you're a savage too, our Netherlands friend. I got EA in another war. Definitely a close one. Yeah, this is a tough one, man. This whole card is tough to pick. Like every fight is, like, obviously I had him picked earlier during the week. I think I might change one. Michael Johnson, I think, is the only one I changed. But yeah, I got Ige too. I think it's gonna be a war too. I believe the same exact thing, bro. And I believe since Ige's gone up there and trained up in Colorado with, you know, Whitman and Gaethje and Usman and all those guys, right? I think it could only make you better. Like iron sharpens iron, pressure creates diamonds. It's really true. It's who you spar with. And I noticed that, you know, sparring with the best guys all the time. The best guys in the gym is the guys I would spar with. You know what I mean? And I definitely didn't want to go in there and spar guys. It was gonna be too easy. I wanted to get pressured and fucking, you know, hit. You know what I mean? And it's all about slipping and fucking range and distance. You know what I mean? So you want to fight in there with guys that are really good. So if you could fucking, you know, give them a hard time, think about what you could do with other people out there in the world that have a couple drinks and they think they're fucking John Gotti, or they think they're fucking Al Capone. They think they're fucking, I don't know, Rocky Marciano or something. I don't know. Most people need booze just to fucking talk. They don't have enough fucking I don't know. It's like liquid courage. It's like they can't talk, socialize without having booze on them. I don't fucking get it. Communication is so key in everything in life. You need to be able to talk to people, you know what I mean? And have humility. Like I call myself a knucklehead all the time because I am a fucking knucklehead. But here's the thing. I do have morals, and I do know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anything I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I would never put myself out there and say things I don't fucking know. It's like with weed. I say, weed's good for me. But people that, there's people out there that smoke weed and they lose it. They get fucking paranoid, whatever the fuck it is. They're not even paranoid. Here's the thing they don't understand. It's the highest form of thinking. So you're more aware of everything. I don't know. It's good for me with my creative platform and shit, like writing music. I got to smoke a joint before I train. It just makes me relax when I'm training. When I used to spar all the time, I'd smoke a joint right before instead of after. I'd smoke so I'd be nice and calm there, relaxed, in a good mood. You know what I mean? Instead of tensed up like Devon was talking about earlier. He's right. And one of my trainers told me that. He's like, Robbie, why don't you smoke a joint before you fucking... I go, I don't want to come in here reeking of fucking weed and everyone looking at me like I'm fucking high or something. I go, I'm fucking high. I'm just fucking, I just feel good. I'm just humble. I just feel fucking, I don't know. Pot is a great fucking thing, man. It's a great fucking thing. It'll help you fucking stop drinking. It'll help you do everything. Look at the Diaz. People say it must ruin your cardio. No, it don't ruin my cardio at all. Like when I go to the gym, like I run, I stretch and I run. I run uphill, 15 degrees, whatever the fuck it is. 15 is the highest it goes, like on every fucking treadmill I've ever run on. It's 15, right? I do that for 3 to 5 minutes, whatever, right? Then I'll go do full body workout, not heavy weights, just, a lot of light weights, every fucking body part, right? And then I'll run again. And then I'll stretch and then I'll go home. The next day I'll be outside, you know what I mean? Out in the cold weather. Like this morning I was out, cold. All week I was out cold. I didn't even go to the gym this week. I went outside, down the park, pull-ups, push-ups, fucking dips, fucking winch sprints, fucking shadow boxing, heavy hands, fucking jumping rope, core, a lot of abs, a lot of fucking, fucking body weight squats, just so much training, you know what I mean? Because it's the only way I can fucking go through my days. Because if I don't train, then I go squirrely in my fucking head. This is a really hard fight right here, people. 17-7, 13th ranked versus number 22 ranked, 23-10. 2-2-1 in his last 5 for Feely. 2-3 for Ige. I think Ige is definitely due for a win here. He's living in Hawaii, so he must be fucking doing well. The only thing I don't like, I like Feely, the 3-inch reach advantage with Feely. That's right there, might be the difference in this fight. But at the same time, Ige, he's on a must win, I think. Even though you always know what you're going to get with Ige. He's always going to be in front of you. He's always going to be there. Unless you put his lights out. You know what I mean? So one thing about Ige, wow, so he's at Extreme Couture now, huh? Man, he switches around a lot. That's kind of good the way he does it because he goes and trains with like different people. You know what I mean? Which is good. It's only going to get you better. But there's also something about that camaraderie with that one team. You know what I mean? That, Trevor Whitman definitely ain't letting anybody go into a fight not prepared. So I know he has Gaethje, and that's probably what it is because he's training Gaethje right now, but Gaethje needs people to train with Ige. So that's who you should be training with is Gaethje because he's doing well. And Usman, if that fight with Hazmat went 5 rounds, Usman would have won that fight. I guarantee he would have. Ige, that's a tough one, brother. You're right, brother. This is a tough card, man. But then we got 298 coming up. Then we got 299 with stacked and 300. I don't know how people can't like Bo Nickel and whoever he's fighting on the first fight of 300. Like, I don't know what people were expecting. Like, I don't know. I would like to see Umar versus Sandhagen in there. I'd like to see John Jones and Stipe. Or Pereira versus fucking Hazmat. That'd be a good fucking fight to throw in there. If you can't get Jones and fucking Stipe, all right, throw fucking 2 light heavyweights in there, man. You know, I'm sure fucking Hazmat doesn't have to worry about making 205 because he's fucking probably 220, 230 at least. That guy's fucking, you know what? I don't think he's a hype job at all, but I don't think he's got the cardio. He's a front runner. He's a front runner. He's like very explosive and shit. And he puts in the training. Certain people just cannot control their breathing. It takes a couple years to figure and learn that. And that's what my trainer was saying to me, my third boxing trainer, the second legit one. He's like, that's why I tell you to smoke weed before you come in here, because that way you're always relaxed in the ring. Like, you know, you're not fucking getting all tensed up and getting pissed off and shit like that. So, yeah, he was right. It's really important to stay cool, calm, and collective. Like, no matter what's going on in there, you got to stay cool, calm, and collective. You got to be aware. You know what I mean? Protect yourself at all times, right? But always have your peripheral vision, everything going good. That's why I hate fucking headgear. It takes your peripheral vision away, kind of. This fight here, Hermansson is a great fighter. We all know, like, you know, he's been around for a while. He's only 35. He's not, you know, he's right at that fucking crest. Like going, you know, this is like kind of like the end of his career, like almost. I mean, he could fight till you're 45 for all I fucking know. He definitely has great jiu-jitsu. We all know that. This kid, Pyfer, when I heard his fucking story, body bags, I love the AKA too. I love fucking originality. I hate people that use the same fucking things as everyone else. It's like, be a leader, not a follower. I hate white kids that act black. I really do. Not I hate them, but I just don't like, you know, half of my inspirations are black. It has nothing to do with, like, just be yourself, man, people out there. Like, even when I'm rapping, like on my first 2 albums, I'm not saying the N-word. I'm not saying anything. I'm nothing like that. I'm definitely talking like a city guy. I'm definitely spitting what I lived. Obviously, there might be a little bit of fucking, what's it called? I don't know, fucking fictional shit in there. You're going to throw a little bit in there just to, like, make it a little bit crazier than it fucking really was. But most of the crazy shit is really crazy. So it's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain to people. But, yeah, it's like, I don't like white kids that act black. And I know this for a fact. Black guys do not like white guys acting black. I know this for a fact because I was in prison with fucking legit motherfuckers. Straight up killers, right? They'd ask me why I never feared nothing. I'm like, well, you don't fear nothing, do you? They go, actually, we do. Because, see, this is where humility comes into. I actually had fucking, like, a head of the Latin Kings, like, you know, one of the leaders, right? And one guy from Castlegate, Norfolk Street in Boston, the Norfolk Kings in Castlegate, you know, gangbangers, right? From the late 80s and early 90s. And they both said, yeah, we're actually scared of dogs and crazy white boys like you. Actually don't fear nothing. So I'm like, oh, you guys don't never, like, you know, appeared to me like you guys were scared of nothing. Like I would have their back in the hole. This is when we're in the hole together. We're like fucking telling the cops to go fuck themselves. It wasn't even a cop thing either. It was just certain cops that come in there and try to act tough and shit. You know what I mean? Most guards and shit that would come in, they would just come in and get their 8 hours to get the fuck out of there. They weren't trying to fucking start no shit with guys they're going to see on the street in another year. Like a year goes by like that. They just don't realize it. And I'd always run into fucking cops, you know, guards at fucking the old Dedham and upstate. I'm like, I ain't doing life, motherfucker. Like, you're going to see me on the fucking street. So you want to act like a tough guy, all this fucking stupid shit. Okay, we'll see each other. I guarantee we will run into each other. And the funny thing is, like, yeah, like I say about like karma in life, it really does happen. Pyfer, what you went through in your life, brother, listen, I went through tough times too. I grew up without a father, all that shit. All that shit. So I definitely understand where you're coming from, bro. A lot of us have grown up that way. You know what I mean? A lot of us. Most fighters come from nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing. And that's why I love beating the odds every day of my life. Since I was a little kid, I love like proving people wrong. I've always loved to do it. I'll do it every day of my life, the rest of my life. I'll keep proving people wrong. Success is the best revenge, anyways. Putting 2 kids through college and shit in this state, it's like one of the most expensive things you can fucking do. It's just as expensive here as it is in like Manhattan, fucking LA. You know what I mean? It's so expensive here. The cost of living anywhere else, I lived in any other state, I'd be fucking over middle class. Like, it's just ridiculous. The cost of living here is freaking ludicrous. But that'll change. That'll change. All these fucking politicians, they get in politics. I'm going to do this, going to do that. Well, do it. Stop talking shit because you never do fucking anything you say you're going to fucking do. That's why you become politicians. Most people become politicians. They actually really want to help people. But it seems like all the politicians I see try to get in there, it's like they've never done shit in their fucking life. They never had no power. It's like they want power or something. All right, good luck with that. You know what I mean? Go help the people you said you're going to help. That's what you should be doing. Jack Hermansson, dude, like, I hate to, like, disrespect you, dude, but I got Pyfer here. I got him in a KO, and I think it's going to happen sooner than later, but the only thing is, can you go the 5 rounds without fucking being tired in the 4th and 5th? The jiu-jitsu is great, but getting the person to the ground is a whole different fucking thing. Like, just because you got good jiu-jitsu doesn't mean you can get someone down on the ground. Like double leg, single leg. Like that takes explosiveness and fucking grip strength. That's why I tell people do fucking pull up hangs. And do pull-ups too. Do pull-ups because those are one of the hottest exercises to do. But I see like bodybuilding. I'm like, give me 10 fucking pull-ups. They can't even do 2. But they can bench press fucking 500 fucking pounds. But they can't do fucking 2 fucking pull-ups. It's because you're so bulked up from fucking lifting weights. It's like a totally different thing. Body weight will keep you strong. I've seen people with body weight like get fucking jacked, but it's all lean muscle. It's not too bulky. You're not getting too bulky. You know what I mean? It's just, that's why in the special forces, in the military and boot camp, all that shit, it's running and body exercise, body weight exercise. That's why it is what it is. That's the reason. There's a reason for it. You need to be fast, lean, fast. You need to be, have endurance. You need to have cardio. You need to have technique. Drill it over and 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 over again. There is no other way. That's the only way. There is no easy way to get in good shape. There's no easy way. Just be consistent daily. I would honestly say at least 5 days a week. I like 6. I would never say take more than 1 day off unless you're injured or something and you got to take time off. I mean, I've had a torn rotator cuff right here since 5 years ago. It's never stopped me from training. Like every disc in my back and my spine is going a different direction. From when I landed on my head in 2003, bringing my German Shepherds up the back stairs, halfway up and grabbed the railing. It gave on me and I went over my fucking Shepherds, 14 feet on my head. So my whole spine crunched when I landed on my head because I was like 260, 270 or something like that. I was really heavy, overweight. And smash right on my head. Boom. So my whole spine crunched once I, landed on my head. And then once whatever, wherever I landed, however I landed, whatever. Once my body fucking was relaxed for a couple seconds because I guess I started getting up and trying to throw punches at fucking EMTs, firefighters, cops. I was out on bail. I was fucking trying to fucking crawl up the fucking back stairs again. And this is like all concussed and in a coma basically because land on your head that hard. It's not fun. Trust me. I know Palman knows that I know Palman knows that. It's like Devon probably knows that. It's like getting hit when you're sparring or something or in a fight. You see that flashing light real quick, but every time I've ever seen that flashing light, You know, just makes me mad at myself. Like I let him, like I didn't slip that fucking punch or whatever. You know what I mean? That's why sparring is so important. It's hit, not get hit. But you got to be able to take one to give one, obviously. But the more you take over time, eventually it's going to fucking lead you to fucking some problems. You know what I mean? CTD, whatever the fuck it's called. It's not even a joke, actually, because like I used to act on impulse a lot, and it wasn't from me taking fucking a lot of ass whoopings or nothing like that. Anyway, I was just impulsive. Yeah. And plus, you know, you're working on your reputation and all that when you're a young kid. You just act out, you know what I mean? Tell people to go fuck themselves like in a half a second. It's just, I highly recommend people out there just evaluate every situation before you act on shit. You'll know what's right and what's wrong. You know right from right. We all know right from wrong. And I really believe we create our own luck in life. And I really believe everything's preordained. I believe like God puts us through shit. He'll never give us more than we can handle. I think the human body can handle almost any fucking thing. I think we can handle almost, it goes to show that people who survive the craziness, right? Comfortable in Chaos. That's the name of this third album. It's not Anger of a Bastard Child. It's Comfortable in Chaos, because I was definitely comfortable in chaos, and I still am. If I get in a chaotic fucking situation, that's when I stay cool, calm, and collected. And I'm like, all right, here's what it is. Because it does happen. Shit does happen out there in the world. Like I said earlier, like people that act tough, and then you pull their card and they don't want no problems. It's like, well, you just said you wanted problems. Well, you just said people didn't want that problem, or they didn't want that smoke. Well, here's the lighter right here. Come on, let's test your theories. I think Pyfer has that anger inside him. I believe it could be an ally, because anger's always been my ally. I've never used it for fucking sick and twisted shit. But fighting wise and shit, and sports and shit like that, and selling drugs and everything, like, yeah, I don't think I've ever been ripped off in my fucking life. That's saying something on the streets and shit. Never being ripped off. Yeah, I like Pyfer in this one. Not saying Hermansson can't do it. Hermansson can definitely do it. But, I mean, he's 2-3 in his last 5. He lost to Deletes. There's no shame in that. He beat Chris Curtis. I mean, who'd have thunk it, right? Rest in peace, I'm Abdul. Who'd have thunk it? Lost to Sean Strickland. No shame in that. Shabazian. He beat Shabazian, who's a fucking animal. Vittori. I always say Italians, because I'm 30% Sicilian. I can speak on this. Italians with balls are over here in America. The Irish with balls are over here in America. And nothing against Italy and nothing against Ireland. I mean, I'm 60% Irish and 30% Sicilian, 10% German, right? I love the people in Italy. I love the people in Ireland. You know what I mean? I really believe people that came here, our ancestors had balls and courage, because they didn't have the internet. I didn't have the internet growing up. They definitely didn't have it. They just seen on a piece of paper or a picture, oh, this is where to go. You know what I mean? For a better life. And, you know, not taking the English fucking rule and the British fucking rule no more. We'll go fucking colonize over here. And then 400 years later, we're fucking the biggest superpower on the fucking planet. People, you want to test that fucking theory about being the biggest superpower? Well, we're all over the fucking world. We have bases all in every fucking continent. I don't think you want to go at it with the American military. I really don't. But here's the thing. I don't want to see any wars. Honestly, I want to see wars in the ring and the octagon. That's the only place I want to see wars. I think everyone, what's so good about this internet is, like, I meet guys like Palman, like all these people I meet, Devon, like so many people, Jay, Ken, like so many people, Insight, so many people, like Skate, like so many people. I got Russian friends over there in Russia. I got friends Ukraine. I got friends in Australia, Kiwi. Like there's so many people. Like you just, like that's where our communication is so important. Like you realize that you have so much in common. So much in common. That's why I've never been a racist person, because I know underneath the skin we're all the same. It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like Nazi fucks. I don't like KKK. I don't like people like that, man. Like, I really don't. I know there's a lot of fucking racist black people out there too. There's a lot of racist everybody out there. You know what I mean? But not as bad as it used to be. Not as bad as it used to be. I don't think it's not even close. But there's still a form of it out there, and it's fucking really stupidity. It's really Pyfer. I did not have you in a submission here, bro. I don't know what the fuck, where the fuck that came from. Oh yeah, I was just messing around with it. Now I remember. Yeah, I got you in a raw. I think there's gonna be like yeah, I'd say I'm going round 2. Hold on, I'll go round 3. Round 3. I think Hermansson can last 3 rounds. Well, I know you can last 5 rounds actually, but Pyfer, I don't know if he's gonna be able to like be as effective in the 4th and 5th rounds. That's why John Jones was so good. Even if he was losing the first couple rounds, he would always put the pace on his fucking opponents in the 4th and 5th round. And that's at the partying and shit. Fucking partying definitely takes a lot out of you. You gotta have that crazy in you, man. You gotta have that crazy and that finishing mentality. You have to be able to finish people. Yeah, man. Man, you see Pyfer broke the punch. Yeah, I did see that, bro. And then they fucking try to take it away from him. That's how I know size don't mean shit. I already knew that shit. Anyways, I hit really hard too, dude. I hit this machine at my friend's house, like talking about in the 90s. Like, I don't know, like 2,400 psi's or something like that, and people were like around 1,500 and shit. And like, I believe it. I definitely believe it. Like, why would he have to lie? Like, you know what I mean? He has no reason to lie about that. And not only that, I think there was like 10, 20, 100 people there. There was a lot of people there. And what else? Like, why would you want to lie about that shit? Like, if certain people could just crack hard, man. Like, you're either born puncher or you could definitely learn how to get fucking stronger and faster and like explosive. I would recommend, if you're working on like punching power and like kicking power or anything like that, plyometrics, like wind sprints, 50-yard dashes, do a set of push-ups and walk back slow. Do that 10 times, twice a fucking week. Do it 20 times. You know what I mean? That's explosiveness. You know what I mean? I used to pitch in baseball, so that's why I think I had a really good right. But once I learned the left hook, it was like I wasn't fucking just jabbing with my left no more. I was fucking leading with the left hook. And once they got clipped by that left hook, you know, they always expect that overhand right or the straight right or the jab, straight jab, straight right, left hook, you know, 3-punch combination or the jab, you know, and then straight right behind the jab, you know what I mean? You know, disguise punches. But then you learn just go to the body and the hooks, and always protecting yourself and always bringing your hands back to protect yourself. You know what I mean? Right here at the fucking cheeks or right here at the fucking thing. And your elbows in here, protecting your body. And I don't see people going to the body enough. Like, go to the body. I don't care if you go to the body, head, body. It doesn't matter which order. Just invest in that body, because people that don't do core work, you could tell the motherfuckers who don't do core work. You can see them right in the octagon, in the ring. You could tell who does core. You hit them in the body, I guarantee they ain't lasting long. Either that, or I guarantee a delayed fucking, you know, you hit somebody right here. The pancreas and the liver are behind everything, like, you know what I mean? But it goes all the way across. It's like Mickey Ward would hit people back here, right here. So right at the edge of the liver and the fucking kidneys. You know what I mean? We got 2 kidneys. You know what I mean? Most people do. So yeah, always go for that fucking body and the leg kicks, man. When you can't stand on your feet, and a lot of people, I don't think, know this either, you're on the balls of your feet when you're throwing punches. If you're not on the balls of your feet, you're not throwing punches correctly. That's where you're supposed to be. But sometimes you have to be flat-footed because of your angle you're at or whatever. That's what you should be trying to do anyways, create angles and moving all the time. That's what the guy did last night. versus Lopez, Ortiz. He moved the whole fight, flipping punches, connecting punches, moving, always moving. People are saying he ran the whole fight. No, he didn't run. That's called footwork, assholes. You're not running in a fucking boxing fucking ring. There ain't enough place. There's not enough room to run. Not enough room to run. The whole object in boxing is to hit and not get hit. Really the truth. And numbers don't lie. People do. Here's the thing with boxing, right? It's so fucked up right now, and I love boxing. I fucking love boxing, right? Because I come from the old school, and the best used to fight the best. And there needs to be a change. There needs to be a change. And a salute to the Saudi prince for fucking putting on great fights. The best fighting the best, paying them what they're worth because he's actually an old school fucking boxing fan. Anybody who don't like boxing, that loves it, mixed martial arts, and the same thing goes for fucking people that love boxing and don't like mixed martial arts. I'll never understand it. It will never make sense to me. It's like a mixed martial arts fight is like an elite street fight. So you like boxing, you should love fucking MMA. Bottom line, I love fucking MMA. I love fucking UFC. I love Bellator. Now PFL, right? I love Muay Thai. Muay Thai is a fucking savage sport. Warriors, absolute warriors. Minus 270 for Pyfer people, body bags, and plus 210 for Hermansson. I like Pyfer. Round 3 KO. We'll see what fucking happens. Everyone likes Pyfer. That's what I don't like. I usually don't like going with what other people like. You know what I mean? Like I don't like following like everyone else. You know what I mean? I like doing things myself. You know what I mean? Or just making decisions on my own fucking thing. Let me see. I got some man, you see Pyfer broke the punch. Yeah, that was pretty fucking crazy, dude. Definitely ain't fun. No, the head injuries definitely ain't fun, dude. Yeah, man, I got hit by a crazy head kick. Holy fuck. Yeah, that's here, but you want to, right? But your body won't allow you to. It's the knockout mechanism. You know, Devon. I know you've actually fought. You got a 10-6 record in the pros, right? Just a different promotion, right? Or whatever, right? Doesn't matter. You're gonna make it to the fucking the elitist, the most elite promotion. Eventually, you keep putting the work, and you're gonna get there. No matter what, you will get there. And all I saw was flash of light. That's exactly what I see. Like whenever I've been hit and allowed myself to be hit, it's like kind of laziness on my behalf. Inspiring and shit. It's like you can't hurt me, so that's your mentality. You know what I mean? But you gotta learn how to just that slip and the chin in, just the little bit of that little slip, that little quarter-inch slip, or that little, where your knees bent just a little bit, always in a position to punch, right? On balance. It's just, there's so much technique that goes into fighting, but people, once they learn it, they don't want to fucking keep practicing it, because if you stop practicing fundamentals and technique, you're probably not going to get any better. You're probably just going to stay stagnant and neutral. You're not going to be able to get out of fucking first, second gear. You're not going to be able to go to third, fourth, fifth, sixth gear. You always should be working on the shit you're not as good with. Like, if I would have to choose anything to work on, it wouldn't be wrestling. It wouldn't be take down the fence, because I already know how to wrestle. I already know how to do that shit. I'm fast with my feet. I got fat footwork. I would probably work with fucking BJJ or something like that. Not saying I can't choke someone out. I could do that easy. I could definitely fucking break someone's fucking arm and, definitely get people in a submission, because I've done that before BJJ, before I was even heard about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm just saying, I think that would be something I would probably want to learn if I became a mixed martial artist, which I don't think I'm too old. It's just with a head injury, they ain't ever going to fucking give me a fucking license to fight. So I might have to fucking just fake it someday and just go and spar with fucking some pros or something. At all the boxing gyms, they won't let me spar. They're like, Bobby, we know you can handle it. It's not about, how good you are. It's about what happens if you get hit the wrong way. What happens? I said, I've been in 20, 25 fights since then on the streets. Like, the doctor said the head would be twice as hard as it was prior, 2 years after healing. There's no like fucking metal or anything in my head. It was just staples. That's it. They said it would be twice as hard as it was before. My head was hard prior to that, prior to my fall. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, I've been hitting the fucking head and stuff. I've never affected me. But I had to listen because they were right. They go, like, what would I go knocking on my door with my wife and say, yeah, your husband died in the fucking, do you realize he has a fractured fucking skull? Yeah, but he would, yeah. My wife would say, yeah, I know how my husband has. Don't worry about it. I know. She wouldn't even have made a big deal of it. She'd be upset. But, yeah, she wouldn't fucking hold it against anybody. And that's why I try to explain to these guys. But I couldn't argue with their fucking, their reasoning either. Yeah, them head kicks, dude, man. Them shins to the fucking chin, man. Woo. In the knees. Well, brother, been on long. Yeah, get a good night's sleep, my man. Thank you. Thank you for jumping in, brother. Hermansson by submission. I like that pick too, bro. I like that pick too, to be honest with you. I do actually like that pick. Devon, thanks, man. And good luck with your career, brother. Keep training hard, brother. All right, my man? Keep training hard. It will come. I know it's hard for guys like us, all of us. I'm sure Palman understands this. Being patient. Patience is a virtue, right? That old quote. Yeah, I think we're all the same, like that. Alpha male, all of us, we're alpha males, and we don't, we just believe what we believe. You know what I mean? But common sense is common sense. Stick with it, brother. Like, and train on things that you have the humility to have people pointed out there. Ask your dearest people that you spar with or the people you work with the most. Say, listen, I'm not going to fucking lose it. Just give me some constructive criticism. What should I be working on? You know what I mean? And yeah, I think if you loosen up just a few tight ends, you know what I mean? Just add a few attributes, then you'll be able to fight anybody, brother. And you'll always have that confidence factor, like, oh yeah, I tighten that up. I add some fucking whatever. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what you're great at. I don't know what everyone has their weak points. Everyone has their strong points. You know what I mean? But I highly recommend defense with people. Learn defense, because offense is pretty easy. But when you overextend, that's why when I hit the bat, when I was taught from really good trainers, miss that fucking straight right, come back with that left hook. So practice missing punches and come back with a fucking, a left hook or a right hook, whatever you're missing with. You know what I mean? Miss a jab on purpose. Like, throw the jab out there just to fucking set up another punch. Like, I throw jabs like this way and this way and this way, like just to fuck up my opponents, fuck up their heads. And then I switch fucking stances, which really fucks them up. It's very important. You know what I mean? Palman, patience is a key to success. Yes, it is, my friend. Devon, yeah, respecting 100%, brother. Keep fucking with your passion, brother. Palman, it's what time is it? It's like 9:16 in the morning there, right? I gotta go call I gotta talk to my mother and my stepfather over there in Italy, because I might have to go over there and get them really soon, probably like in a couple weeks or something. But thanks, guys, for jumping in. I appreciate it. Share this, like it, please. There's a lot of things I could be doing, but I like doing this. I really, truly enjoy doing this. Here's the other thing. I've met a lot of good people doing this. And this was something I feared doing a little bit. I don't fear much. Very few things I fear in life. God forbid. You know what I mean? It's just things that, like, I have no control over. You know what I mean? But yeah, this was one thing I was a little scared about. I was never scared about doing videos or rapping in front of people, playing music in front of people, fighting in front of people. That shit never scared me. Never even a little bit. Going in front of judges, yeah, I have a little bit of butterflies, definitely, because they have your fucking life in their hands. But getting in front of a fucking camera without a camera person behind it, yeah, it's kind of a little strange, but you gotta face your fears and you realize it ain't shit. You know what I mean? What the fuck? I got nothing to hide. Like, there's nothing to hide, only things to gain. You know what I mean? And not only that, most people out there, like in the tech world, say just do it. Like, just press record. You know what I mean? And then you'll see over time, a week, couple weeks, a month, you won't be even fucking worried about it no more. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not trying to be perfect on here because I know I'm not perfect. Anyone that says they're perfect out there, they're lying through their fucking teeth. You can only strive for perfection. That's it. It's the only thing you do. Strive for perfection and hope you get like a little bit better every day. And you will if you fucking put your mind to it. I promise you, you will get better at anything you do. You just really, you gotta apply yourself. You know what I mean? And that's where discipline and sacrifice come into. That's all it is. It's just sacrificing your time to better yourself. And you having that discipline to say, fuck that other bullshit. You know, I'm going to go do something that's going to better myself. You know what I mean? And that's the key to life. And you are right, pal, man. You hit it right on. Yeah, I know that's 6 hour difference, though, because I know my mother and my stepfather over there in fucking Italy. You know what I mean? Like, they let people in here illegal. They fucking deported my stepfather who's harmless and he's been here his whole fucking life, right? And he didn't read the paperwork, signed the 60-day fucking sentence, didn't realize he's getting deported after those 60 days. And, you know, I got the fucking charges dropped about 7-8 years ago. He still ain't back. So, yeah, I know they want to come back. I know they fucking don't like it there. And if they lived in Rome or Naples, they'd love it. You know what I mean? But they live in the mountains in the middle of fucking Italy somewhere. So, that's kind of where I want to go fucking live, is a place like that. Quiet, fucking peace of mind. I never thought I'd say that in my life. It's like fucking 2020. That's when it really started hitting me. I'm like, damn, they could just shut down the biggest economy in the world. Shut down the world? These fucking, most of them are cowards, never fucking done anything in their life, and they make these fucking huge decisions. It's like, oh my God, it drives me fucking nuts. But that's where I really seen it. I'm like, you know what? Passive, sustainable income, you know what I mean? Work ethic, all that stuff, right? It's very simple. You know, I've already had the work ethic and I've never been lazy. So here's the thing. It's like, all right, this is a marathon, not a fucking 50-yard dash. Just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. You'll start adding people, you start adding people. Before you know it, you'll be making money doing it. Before you know it, you might even make a lot more money even doing it. But just to make sure that never goes wrong, that's why I got other businesses starting up. Like, everything takes time, patience, huge patience it takes. It takes so much patience, bro. But here's the thing. If you're a savage in this day and era and you're not making multi-millions of dollars, well, there's a problem. You really should check yourself, because I know it's not all about money. And you're right, Palman, it's not. When you say that, you're absolutely correct. It's not all about money. But it does make things more convenient, makes things a lot. And I've always made money. My whole fucking life since I was a kid, I've always made a lot of money. So that's why it was so easy to spend and shit, because when you're making it that easy, you're not really fucking, you know, being responsible with your money. You know what I mean? But then when you work for it, right, that's when you fucking stack it, put it away, and you invest. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a million ways to invest money. I know so many ways to invest money. And the people that say, whoa, you can do it. It takes money to make money. I'm not out there trying to make fucking short money. I've had 100,000 in my, I've had plenty of money in my, you know, I've always had a lot of money stashed. You know what I mean? But yeah, this time I'm looking at multi-millions of dollars, like deals every fucking month. And until I reach that goal, like, you know, shortly, I'm going to constantly be busy. And that's why I had to do this later in the day. Well, today it's because my son was sick. And when your kid's sick, that's 18 and fucking got a fever and shit, it's hard, man. When your wife's got to work and shit, you got to keep track of fucking everything. You gotta be responsible, you know what I mean? And just the way it is. unless you have kids and a wife, you won't understand it. But if you do, you'll definitely understand it. But Palman, thanks for jumping in there, brother. 916 indeed. Italy is nice, especially the mountains. Oh yeah, absolutely. And his father fucking built like half the town there too, San Donato, where they live. So yeah, they live in the good life. I know they are. I know, and they get fuck like yeah, and like that's why I asked. I go, you sure you want to come back here, Claudio? You know, because you know, but his mother's still alive. She's like 93. She's a good lady. You know what I mean? His father. Yeah, I think my mother misses her kids and her grandkids, and I think he misses. You know, they don't got the weed there. I go, you don't got weed in the Italian mountains? What the fuck, man? The people there, they're all like this, talking about everybody all the time. And I couldn't deal with that shit. Like, I'm not a drama queen myself, so I kind of understand where they're coming from, but I really don't know what they're really thinking, though. You know what I mean? I don't know if they just tell me that shit, because I don't give a fuck if they stay. Like, it's like, I've been out of the house since I was 19 years old, so it doesn't fucking matter. Like, you know what I mean? You guys are happy. I'm happy for you. Like, I offered my mother a round trip a bunch of times. Or if I knew they weren't going to, they were saying they're going to come home every time I talk to them on the phone. So it's like, yeah, I'll just wait till you come back home. But if I knew it was going to be this fucking long, 14 years later, I would have fucking went and visited them like the first fucking couple years there. You know what I mean? But they just kept lying and lying and lying. It's like, why do you gotta lie to me? I'm your fucking kid. Like, don't lie. I don't like lies, period. I definitely ain't gonna fucking like it from my family or my blood. You know what I mean? You're insulting my intelligence. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're not living too good, bro. If you don't get fucking retirement, like if you don't get any of that shit. And like my mother missed her disability or retirement by like fucking 0.3 or something. I forget what the fuck it was. I sent my mother and my stepfather a lot of money, like in the beginning, like for the first 6-7 years. And then when I came off all the pain meds, you know, like I couldn't send it no more. I had kids going to college and shit. And like, yeah. Just, I know my brother and sister ain't sending them no money. I wish they fucking would, you know what I mean? But every once in a while, I'll send them a couple $100, whatever, you know what I mean? I'll probably be doing that soon too. But I might have to just go there and get them, bring them, you know. My stepfather is kind of, he's scared of fucking, what's it called? What the fuck is it? Customs. He thinks they're going to just grab him up and say, no, you're not going nowhere, when on the computer, it's all gone. You know what I mean? Like, I know this for a fact, because other people got the charges dropped. You know what I mean? Like, they know he's harmless. They know he's a good guy. You know what I mean? He is actually a really good guy. Like, he's harmless. The only person he get hurt is himself. You know what I mean? Which he's done that a few times, like getting fucking deported. I would have never thought he would have got deported, because violent wise, he's never hurt nobody violently. You know what I mean? They allow these people into our country. I don't care about people coming to our country at all, because we're all immigrants, right? But come in the legal way, like we had to. Like, I was born here, but my ancestors had to come in here legally. They got spit on, called mixed, wops, all kinds of shit. Never mind the black Americans that came over as slaves. You know what I mean? Like, it's bullshit. You know what I mean? But, you know, if you want fucking a better life, and I understand why these people come. Like, I definitely have no problem with them coming. You know what I mean? But letting people in for political reasons, it's not smart. It's not smart at all. And this year is going to be a year where people understand this. And I think we actually need like a World War III to fucking toughen fucking people up around here, because sign me the fuck up. I'm down. And I'm ready. Like, any fucking time. Want to bring that shit? I'm comfortable in chaos. Let's bring it. Well, let's see how fucking good this younger generation deals with this shit. Yeah, they are. Easy money is easy. You're right, brother. When you make it easily, brother, it's easily made, brother. And that's really true. Yeah, because when you make it easy, it's just you want everyone to have a good time like you're having. You know what I mean? That's me anyways. I did have selfish friends, you know what I mean? But for the most part, we always looked out for each other. You know what I mean? And when there's 200 fucking out there daily, you know, back in the day, in the 80s, it was like that. Even in the 90s, like it was just not on the streets no more, in the bars, the private clubs, and everywhere else we'd go. You know what I mean? It'd always be a lot of fucking people. And then there'd be a lot more people wherever we went. You know what I mean? So yeah, back in those days, forget about it. Like if I look at the VHS of my wedding in 2001, like all those people on that VHS, like 90% of them are dead. So like last time I watched it, like I don't know, 8-9 years ago or something. Like I was crying, just seeing all the, because my wife's one of her bridesmaids walked up to everybody and said, what would you like to say to the, you know, bride and groom, and you know, wish us good luck and all that stuff, you know what I mean? And when I watched it, man, I'm like, damn, man, they were all fucking dead. There was 320 people at our fucking wedding. You know, it was a big fucking wedding, man. It's sad, man, to see all these people gone. And the so-called elite families and shit like this, I don't know what makes them so elite, but they don't have to fucking pay the price like people have to pay the price. Like I had to go do time. Like I paid money for my lawyers too. Like, you know what I mean? Like fucking expensive, you know what I mean? But, you know, I still had to do time, you know what I mean? But without lawyers, you're going to get a lot more fucking time. So you're better off with a good lawyer. And believe it or not, there are good court-appointed attorneys out there, believe it or not. I'm still friends with one to this day that actually saved my fucking life. That like saved me, like basically saved me probably fucking, I don't know, a couple years at least. And yeah, she got me a little bit less time. Like there was a fucking offer out there for 2.5 years, and she's like, Robbie, I think you should take this. Your daughter's gonna be born. Your daughter was just born 6 months ago. Like you go now, she won't even fucking know you fucking were in prison. Like, you know, like, but after a year goes by, you'll be in a minimum security, and she'll be visiting you in a place where there's no fences and razor wire and fucking walls. You know what I mean? So yeah, she was right. I'm like, yeah, right, I'll take it. You know, so that was the last one I ever had to fucking take. And other than 3 months I did for the union, which was necessary at the time. It was just necessary. And that was 8 months after this head injury. But that's how much loyalty I am to my friends, because I wasn't going to call my fucking ex-business manager a criminal or a fucking organized crime figure or whatever. And I definitely wasn't going to round my dead friend, because I wouldn't even fucking tell him my worst enemies. So it's like I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing. Go and give a piece of a guy that sucker punched that business manager some humble pie. And that's exactly what he got. He's lucky we didn't fucking do worse to that to him. You know what I mean? He's lucky he just got some humble pie. I'm fucking grateful for that too, because I wasn't going to hurt him bad. I just wanted to show him how easy it was for him to get dealt with. That's it. Humble pie. Very simple. But Palman, you the man, brother. You the man, brother. Wake up and do your thing, brother. And I'll see you a little later, brother. Okay, we got UFC Fight Night 75 at the Apex at 4 o'clock. So that's 10 o'clock at night and where you are. So enjoy your day, Palman, brother. Have a blessed day, brother. And I'll see you later on. I'll see you in like 10 hours or something like that, or less than that. Yeah, no. Not 12, 13 hours, whatever it is. But have a great night. Great morning over there. I mean, great morning. Get some food in you and smoke a fatty and fucking have a great Saturday, brother. And I'll definitely see you later on, brother, because UFC, you know, we're always there for UFC, brother. Devon, thanks, brother. Prayers for both of you and all the people that jumped in and out. I see people jumping in and out. Thank you for all the subscribers, all the people that watch, all the people that watch it later, and subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And I appreciate it. All right, people, take it easy, Palman. Peace, brother.